And out of the smoke of the week, I return. Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Fox and the Fedora Show. It is absolutely way too hot outside. How are y'all doing? Hope you all had a fantastic week. Hope you're all keeping safe. Hope you all are having a wonderful Pizza Friday. Happy Pizza Friday to everyone. My goodness, what a start to the stream. I'm still getting set up, and we get a visit from Beta Deloda, and we get a visit from Fox Blazing and their community, and oh my gosh, what a start. Hope you are having an ice day. That's impossible. It's too hot outside. It's 90 degrees. My gosh, it is great to see you all again. Welcome back, and for newcomers, welcome to the show. For those who do not know who I am, I'm the Fox in the Fedora. I'm a fox. I wear a fedora, and I go on all sorts of crazy adventures, aka play games for you. I'm a variety streamer. I guess it would be aka playing games for you now that I think about it, but I'm not gonna bother about it right now. I'll fix it later, like I do with everything. Let's see who's in chat tonight. We have Luca Fox. Hi, Luca. Furry Cures. Hello, hello. Firecat. Firecat, good to see you again. Glad you're still on fire. Everything's good. Status quo's upholding. Like it. We have Avian. We have Firemancer. We have Northwolf 4420, how are you doing? Arveer, Avian, we have Firemancer gifting 5 tier 1 subs to Box of Pebbles, Fox Blazing, Sparky Dolph, Aquos the Wolf, and Aflaeus. Thank you so much, Firemancer, for that support. Beta Age Loda, if you're still here, thank you for that support as well. I really appreciate it. We have a host also from Bilepaw Gaming. Hello, Bilepaw Gaming. How you doing, Ty? The Nova 505, how are you doing, Nova? Welcome back. And there is Aflaeus. Hello, Aflaeus. How are you? Shinobi Wolf with the Ninja Boops. How you doing? Lewis Art, good to see you. Union Jackal. I'm cute. Hold on, I gotta check. I gotta check up on that fact. Just double checking. Hey, Jeff. Yo, Jeff. What do we gotta say about that? Okay. Yeah. Jeff confirmed it. Yep. Definitely. Wing Song, how you doing? Aw, missed you too, Nova, but I'm back now. Furry Cures, did I say hi to you? Hope I said hi to you. Who am I missing? I know Lord Zagram's here. Box of Pebbles, hello. Also, Sonic Rush music is best. Yes, I love my video game music. Said Dragon Boobs. From Jägermaster, how are you? Foxy. Hi, Foxy. How you doing? Firemancer and Beta Deloda, if you're still here, thank you again for that support. I really do appreciate it. It means the world. Thank you so much. James the IT guy, hello, good to see you again. Aflaeus, enjoy your lurk, and thank you so much for the lurk. I really do appreciate it. Let's see here. We got, did I miss anyone? I want to make sure I did not miss anyone. Max Vimo, in case I didn't say Max Vimo, there you go. Bandolito, hi Bandy. How you doing, Bandy? There's a host from Xander the Wandering Wolf. Good to see you too, Xander. Crypto Hound, what's happening? Guys, if I didn't say hi to you, please let me know. I will say hi to you. Just say, hey, I'm your 2 Fox, and I will say hi to you. I have such cool news that came over, courtesy of Xander the Wandering Wolf. Back to hiding and being anti. It's okay, Aflaeus, you do you. It's all good. I have some great, awesome news straight from Xander the Wandering Wolf. Sage the Deer, how are you doing? Sea of Thieves has officially started their alpha for custom servers, which means, you guessed it, if it was kind of hard to, try playing with me on that game, well, guess what? Now we can have our very own Sea of Thieves server, and we can all go sailing together. We all have our own respective boats, own respective crews, you name it. So they're going to be working on that. CEC Furry, how you doing, CEC? Sawyer Rabbit, how are you? Welcome on in. So yes, if anybody wants to go sailing with me in the future once this becomes available, please do. I would love the company. Just please try not to sink me. Especially with Flameheart around still. Gotta deal with that guy. It's not good. It's not good. Can't wait to see this outfit. You probably couldn't hear it because it's connected to the same audio as the music, but there you go. There's a caveat to them. No progression when on a custom server. Well, at least you can have some community nights, you know? You can get everybody together, have their own little pirate battle. Could be fun. Could be fun. Like a once-a-month pirate battle, role-playing, Pirates of the Caribbean, you know, your way kind of thing. I don't know. I see what you... Uh-oh, here come the ocean puns. Right on cue! My goodness. Also, Fox Blazing, if you're still here, I want to thank you again for that heckin' raid. Really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Alright. The Dark Lord was here before the start. Oh, there you go. Yeah, Lord Zarkram, how are you doing? Good to see you. Raleigh the Ringtail with Lurk. Happy Friday. Happy, is it Fur Friday? Fur Friday. Happy Fox Friday. Happy Pizza Friday. Lots of stuff goes on Fridays. My goodness. Just gonna do a lurk tonight. All good, Raleigh. Enjoy the show while you lurk. Enjoy the show. Zap Shakur, how you doing? Sea of Thieves. It's a lot of fun outside of griefing. Yeah. Now you're gonna be able to have just like your own server, and you can go in and you can just. Well, no. Well, I mean, you could Ford, but not really. You're not really gonna be able to Ford. But you're going to be able to, have friends join you. So it's just more than the 3 others that are going to be in the game with you. You can have like multiple friends on different ships. So there you go. That timing, apparently. Pizza. I do have pizza coming. Hopefully. I did get food before this though. Got some crackers. Some crackers and peanut butter is delicious. But gosh, the sailing is so good. It really is. Furry Fleet? Oh, heck yeah. The Furry Armada will be real. The Furry Armada will be real. You have water? I do have water. At least you got something before stream. I did. See? Yeah, don't you guys ever get this? It's all good. I got you. This could be fine. We're gonna work this. Oh, thank you for the pets. Yay. You better have. Oh gosh, Luca Fox going on the warpath. Oh my gosh, Luca, no. Or Lumi, no. Put that down. Oh goodness, you guys are amazing. I've missed you guys so much. The week's always the hardest by like Thursday when I'm like, I really just want to go and stream again because I miss everybody. Breadsticks, yay! And Joe Fox Zero, how you doing? Joe Fox Zero came in with the breadsticks that Firecat had ordered. There you go, or wished up. Firecat wished up some breadsticks. There you go. I have slabs ready for you if you miss eating. Well, then I guess I'm never missing a meal again. My PS4 don't let me play. Why? I don't know, Nova. Hope your PS4 is okay. Maybe you need to go get it looked at. I can't promise I won't sink your ship in Sea of Thieves. Well, Xander, I can't promise I won't sink you either, so I guess we're even on that front. We'll stop getting on your case when you start being more consistent with eating before streams. Well, sorry. Wesku, how you doing? Ark the Bat, hi Ark, how are you doing? Welcome on in. It's good to see ya. It's good to see ya. What version of the game should I get? The one from Steam or the micro? It doesn't matter, Foxy. It's crossplay, so I could be on Xbox and you could be on Steam, and we could still play. Alvin Nuri, is that how you pronounce your name? How you doing? Welcome on in. Welcome on in. It is crossplay? I believe it is, yes. Sorry, I don't want you nearly faint again. It's okay, I get you, Avian. For me, the best update of Sea of Alvin? Oh, sorry, it looked like, something else. Alvin. Alright, I'll just call you Alvin. There you go. For me, the best update of Sea of Thieves was being able to play Happy Birthday. Yes, it's so much fun. Yo, Dark Cameron, how are you? Welcome back and hope you're doing well. Aw, thank you for the hugs, Ark. I can't wait to see you in a few weeks. They said that about Halo on Steam, but it actually isn't crossplay. Well, from what I've heard, it is. You could double check, you could Google it and see what the consensus is, but I heard it was. Maybe I'm wrong. You can prove me wrong. I'm fine with that. Sea of Thieves is Sage the Deer's got you. Sage the Deer's got you. Right there. Sage the Deer, how are you doing, by the way? Hope you've been well. Hope you've all been well this week. My goodness. Also, get this. Doing well? Fantastic. You can do crossplay between consoles, but not between Steam and Windows, I think. Not sure. According to Sage the Deer, it is. There you go. Oh, and Biopal Gaming would know Biopal is a pirate legend and all on the news. Biopal's always sending me, like, you know, the trailers that come out. Like, hey, new trailers out. There you go. Been fairly busy, but good. It's good to keep busy. I'm doing quite well, Alvin. Maybe a little stuffy in the nose, but, you know. Happens this time of year. Been playing it for 2.5 years. Biopaw's ahead of the curve on all of us. My goodness. But yes, I have missed you guys. Good to know because I now play Sea of Thieves on Steam. Well, there you go, Xander. There you go. Have you heard about Pokemon Unite? Yes, aka Pokemon League of Legends. It might be good. And it might not. I don't know. I'll wait till the reviews come out. Picky Pikmin, how are you doing? By the way, I found some ancient debris while I was lost. Well, hopefully it came in handy. Wait, what? Wait, what is it, Luca? What is it? What have you discovered, Luca? What should we wait about? Is that Jet Set Radio? No, it is Sonic Rush, a remix of Blaze's theme, I believe. So there you go. All right, Pokemon League of Legends. Yep, they're making a Pokemon League of Legends, and it's called Pokemon Unite. It'll be for Switch and mobile. Excuse? Yes. Excuse indeed. They just took League of Legends and put Pokemon in it. Which, you know what, that might be okay. So there you go. Who knows? It could be fun. Like I said, you don't know. You don't know. Well, okay then. Yeah, that's how I kind of, you know, approached it. I was like, well, okay. I guess that's that. Wait, have you heard of the new Nether update for Minecraft? I heard about it, didn't read up on it. I haven't played Minecraft in a hot minute. I'd like to again eventually, but it's kind of on the back burner at the moment. We'll get back to it, I'm sure. I'm sure one day I'll just be like, hey guys, I want to play Minecraft. Boom, Minecraft. All right, fam, so what's going on tonight? What's going on tonight? We have Shadow Fox 1998. How are you? It's going well. Hope it's going well for you. What's going on tonight? It's Pizza Friday, yes, but I am cooking lemon pepper fish today instead. What pizza toppings do you got today? Also, beware, I'm a supervillain now. Well, I mean, that's cool. Good luck with a supervillain. Hope you find a nemesis. Sadly, I gotta go take my host and have fun with whatever case you're taking care of. I will do, Xander. Have a good one. Maybe you'll make it back in time. I don't know. There you go. Let's see. What do we have on the docket for today, fam? So, we're gonna continue with Ace Attorney, because we left that on a big old cliffhanger right there. And we're going to play some Jackbox later. Who's up for some Quiplash? I know I haven't played Quiplash in a hot minute. So yes, we're gonna have some Quiplash later. And I believe we're gonna see if Bandolito can join me for that again, like he did last time, which would be fun. Bondus Soldier, have a good night. Have a good night, Bondus Soldier. Let me think here. Oh, and get this. I was informed that there's a new Steam game out that you can play on stream, much like Marbles on Stream. And I was like, really? What's it called? And apparently it's called Stream Racer. It's a racing game, but it's like Marbles, but it's a racing game. Like, I guess maybe you can control it? I don't know. I haven't looked into it any more than that, but I would like to play that with you guys on Sunday. So perhaps we will be looking into that on Sunday. I don't know. We'll see. Also got a lot of fun stuff for you guys later on this weekend on Sunday, so tune in for that. But first, we've got more stuff to look into tonight with our good friend Miles Edgeworth, who is recounting the tale of the last 2 days, which involved him getting almost framed on an airplane, and now he's trying to clear a maid's name. as she's being framed by somebody she thought was her boyfriend, who's a rich brat, who's got a rich, evil father, apparently. I don't know if he's evil, he may just be defensive, but yeah, we're gonna take down the Amato family tonight. I just don't know how. We'll find out how Edgeworth plans to do this as we head on over there. So, my friends, buckle up. We're heading back into the world of Ace Attorney investigations. Oh yeah, and furries were involved. That too. Yeah, that too. Ford might be involved. I don't know. But we'll figure that out. We'll figure out if Ford is involved. It's TBA right now. It's TBA on whether Ford is involved, but we'll find out. I'm sure we'll find out. Yeah. Eventually Ford's gonna walk in here and I'm gonna be like, it was you with the candlestick in the observatory. You were Colonel Mustard the whole time. I'm gonna say that to him. I'm gonna just be like, Ford, you were Colonel Mustard the whole time. Colonel Ford Mustard. Ford Fusion Mustard. There we go. Ford Fusion Mustard. I like it. I'll take it. All right, fam. Let's get into the good stuff. Let's get into the good stuff. And without further ado, that reminds me, how are you liking your games? I haven't actually gotten a chance to play them yet, but we will have to play them soon. Anyway, boop. Got it. All right, fam. Here we go. Continuing from where we left off. Ford Fusion Mustard. Yes, Colonel Ford Fusion Mustard, officially. All right. Continue. Ford Fusion Mustard. I'm gonna have to remember that one. All right, let's do this. Activating silly voices now. Also, guys, let me know how the audio is. If anything's out of sync, if anything is this or that, not sounding right or whatever, because we did have a Windows update and I have no idea what Windows did to the computer. So if anything seems a little off, just let me know and I'll see if I can fix it. Hopefully I can. March 13th, 4:27 p.m., Gatewaterland, main gate. If I can't get permission to investigate the crime scene, then the truth will be lost. Oh, hold it! Okay. He wasn't saying her name, he was just like, okay. Mr. Edgeworth, what are you doing spacing out? Have you forgotten? There's only one thing you should do at a time like this. And what is that? Yeah, what is that? When the people are in a bind, the hero of justice appears to save the day. Look, you just leave it to me. For I am Kay Faraday, the second of the great Yatagarasu. But I thought you were a thief, not a hero. Hey, thieves can be heroes. Sometimes. The Yatagarasu is noble and is always a thief of justice. That's... of course! If we have enough information, I can recreate the inside of the haunted house with this. Plus, if we then factor in everyone's testimony, you can recreate exactly what happened when I dropped off the ransom money. Ah, way to go, Kay! Using holographic technology to save the day. You may be able to figure out some new information through this. It's worth a try. Agent Lang. Ah, so you want to use your little toy? Be my guest. Okay, hang on. You're all about to witness the true power of a real modern-day Robin Hood. Detective Gumshoe. Is there a copy of the haunted house's blueprints among the police's reference documents? That's a big crowd there. It is. Maximilian the Wagon, how are you doing? Thank you for the 10 biddies. Appreciate it. Yes, sir. We got it just in case we needed it for the kidnapping case. Firecat, thank you for the 10 biddies as well. Really appreciate that, guys. Thank you so much. How you doing, Maximilian the Wagon? Hope you're doing fantastic. All right, I'll input the haunted house data. I'll input the haunted house data then. Did it work?
Oh, what is this? Where are we?
It's like we're inside the haunted house. Even if we can't inspect the real location itself, the path to the truth slumbers here. If I can successfully navigate my way using logic, I'll ultimately arrive at the truth. Now then, I believe I'm ready to investigate the crime scene. Alright, let's get him. Hey, Foxy, thank you for the 10 biddies. Appreciate it, guys. Thank you so much. I'm doing good. Tried streaming for the first time today. How'd it go? Did it go okay? You think? Saboops. Luck Husky! How you doing, Luck? Welcome on in. Okay, what should I recreate first? You haven't figured it out yet? Maybe I have and maybe I haven't, but I'm going to make you do all the hard work. Thanks. Very well. I'd like to inspect the moment in which I was ambushed by my abductor. The two of them were definitely in this place at that time. If I can verify that, it may provide me with a new lead. Also got the new SpongeBob game? Nice! I had just come out into the hallway after leaving the money inside the dining room. At that time, I saw a badger slumped over on the floor at the end of the hall. Diffuse moose, What was a badger doing all the way down there? I also thought it strange. Yeah, that was the badger that got up and whacked him over the head. However, I thought that maybe it was simply a mannequin that was set there for atmosphere. Do you know which badger it was? No, it was too dark to tell. All I saw was its silhouette. In that case, I guess I'll just program a badger silhouette in for now. It was okay, I was doing it on my PS4 because I don't have a computer. Well, that's okay, you know. You start somewhere. If you like it and want to keep going, maybe you can, update the equipment over time. Okay, programming complete. Then I started walking towards the exit. And that's when you were struck from behind, right? Yes. But that's odd. The hallway is a dead end. Where did your assailant come from? There is only one location I can think of. Oh, we don't have that much health left. Oh no, our health didn't Oh no! I believe my assailant was lying in wait here. Well, I mean, Edgeworth's pretty smart. This better work. I don't want to have to restart this in the very beginning. I forgot I sucked on that one. Oh no, that one question and answer moment where I was just like, bleh. Take that. Okay, yeah, I figured that would make it easy. That doll I saw wasn't really a doll. It was in fact a costumed kidnapper. Oh, so he used the costume as the perfect camouflage to blend in with the rest of the house. Precisely. He waited until I had made the drop-off and was about to leave. Then, just as he saw me take a step towards the exit, he stood and launched his attack. I forgot to do one thing. Whoops. Fixed it. Battle Mage Azulio, how are you doing? Welcome on in. I'm planning on getting a computer. I'm just using my PS4 so I can put my foot in the door. That's a good idea. Good luck with it. I can think of no better hiding place than this. Hey, not bad. I'm beginning to think I should steal this tactic for myself. Just don't use it to do anything criminal, okay? I'm doing well, Battle Mage. Doing well. We're gonna take down the Amano family one way or another. Hey, Fox Blazing, welcome back and thank you again for that raid. Behold, long red stick. Behold, long black cat. Advocat, how you doing? Welcome on in. Good timing. Well, Lance. What are you asking me for? As one of the kidnappers, I figured I should give you the chance to confess first. Just got back. I'm a lurk for a bit, though. All good. Appreciate the lurk, Fox Blazing. Yeah, I was one of the kidnappers, but I don't know anything. I did come up to the haunted house, but I never set foot inside. I left Oliver in charge of picking up the ransom money. You didn't set foot inside. Is he telling the truth, or is this another lie? Alright then, you're claiming that it was Mr. Deacon who assaulted me. Yeah, I'm sure it was him. Okay, inputting new info now. Mr. Deacon was the bad badger, right? Since the bad badger has a gun attached to its right hand, I'll have to change it so the weapon is in its left hand. Was that how it went down? I don't recall that being the bad badger at the very beginning of this case. I recall it being the proto badger, or maybe the blue badger. Now to verify the facts of this recreation. Alright, let's see what we got here. Let's see. You didn't recreate the weapon. Well, I can't exactly recreate something I know nothing about. So tell me, what were you hit with? The attack came from behind, so I have no idea, but I doubt it was someone's bare hands. Okay, then where were you hit? Just dropping a few cats, then heading to bed? Sleep well, Admo Cat! Have a good one, and thank you for dropping in. I was hit on the right side of my head, just above my temple. There was a bit of blood, but it wasn't anything serious. Ouch! Sounds painful. Why are you smirking like that when you say it? It's just your imagination. Now, let's see. I'm not smirking. You're imagining it. I wonder if there's anything in the hallway that could have been used as a weapon. I'm looking for something the culprit could have used to hit me. I'm looking for something the culprit could have used to hit you with. Well, I think we all know what that is. Take that! I have it. There was indeed one such object lying here in this hallway. A prop sword. Are you talking about this thing here? Yes, although we did find it at the kidnapper's hideout. Wait. Yes, it's possible that the culprit took it with him after using it on me. Advo, thank you for the host. Appreciate it. To leave no evidence behind, right? Correct. It may be worth a more thorough examination yet. If it has Edgeworth's blood on it, then heck yeah. Oh, okay, so what test do you want to run on this sword? Well, not for prints, because they're wearing gloves. We want the blood that came from Edgeworth's head. So, test with luminol. The culprit was wearing a costume at the time, so a fingerprint analysis is useless. Let's run a luminol test. It's possible that some of my blood found its way onto this. Agent Lang, may I ask for your cooperation in this matter? Like I have a choice. Sheena, call the lab boys. Understood. Except for a dab on the left side, it would appear that the blade is spotless. How much you want to bet at the moment he said dab, K dabbed? I'm calling it now. So it must have been the left side of the prop sword that hit you then, right? Well, I guess that narrows some things down. Okay, I'll input the recreation with the new piece of info. Interesting. Okay. So wait, it couldn't have been the bad badger. And in the next instant, this badger will swing his left arm complete with weapon in hand. Yes, to club me with the left side of the prop sword. Shall I recreate the moment of impact? I want to see the pained expression on your face. It's just fine the way it is. Wait, maybe not. Is it just my imagination, or is something not quite right? I do believe you're not imagining it. Dominant hand was right. That's the left hand. Well, hopefully that's correct. Hashtag, Oof! Hey, Wheelie Husky, how you doing? Welcome on in, how you feeling? Good to see you. Alright, hopefully we've got this in the right order. But it's the only possible thing we've got. According to this document, the victim was right-handed. Aha! I guess I could change which hand is holding the weapon then. Hold on, you two. You didn't think I was going to ignore something like that, did you? What are you talking about? Look, no interrupting when I'm about to have a little fun. Ha! Even if you changed your recreation, you'd only be wasting your time. It's not possible for that thing to hold something in its right hand, you know. But Mr. Edgeworth's logic is... What's that thing called? The Bad Badger? Just take another good look at its right hand. It's holding the gun. Oh, I forgot the weapon isn't in its right hand because there's already a gun in it. Precisely. You knew that already? Yes, and I also know that the Badger was holding the weapon in his right hand. Huh? Are you aware of what's coming out of your mouth? You just contradicted yourself! You doing okay? That's good. That's good to hear. I have evidence, of course. Proof that the culprit held the sword in his right hand. Sounds interesting. Alright then, show me this evidence. Hammerman! How are you doing? Thank you for the host. Welcome on in. This piece proves that the culprit held the weapon in his right hand when he struck. We've only got one chance! Worn at time of shooting. Gunpowder burn is proof he was shot point blank. This piece proves that the culprit held the weapon in his right hand when he struck. I don't know if we can. You think it's the missing model gun? So that's the real gun. We don't want that. Was ripped from the Bad Badger costume. It's capable of firing blanks. Yeah, wait. Let me go check something real quick. Let me look at something. Oof! Hammerman. Just want to check this real quick. What is that, the right hand? Yeah, that's the right hand. So... it would have to be the missing model gun. Also, hi, Face Freak, you just want to leave me alone, huh? Yeah, it would have to be the missing model gun, I think. I'm doing well, Hammerman. I'm doing well. Good to see you. Fireman, thank you for the hugs. Was ripped from the Bad Badger costume. It's capable of firing blanks. This piece proves that the culprit held the weapon in his right hand when he struck. If we're insinuating that it was the Bad Badger that hit Edgeworth, it would have to be this.
Take that.
It was incorrect. Well, we're gonna have to redo that whole thing. Well, we're gonna have to redo that whole level now. In fact, you know what? I might as well just like... I can't get out of this. I'm just gonna skip past this. It was not the model gun. I'm not even gonna read the game over stuff. That's just gonna take too long. Great. I'm gonna try and skip past everything, guys. From chapter start. Oh boy. Okay, so it's not model gun. I'm going to race through all this. Apologies to everyone in chat. Court mulligan? Yeah. Yeah. Sure. We'll go with that. We'll go with that. It's so much fun getting back to where I was. I should save. I wonder why it wasn't letting me save that one time before. Speedrun, let's go. Okay, so we'll get past all this and get back to where we were. It's not model gun, what the heck is it? Maybe it's the broken, no, it wouldn't be that. I wonder what it is. If it's not the gun, then what the heck is it? Oh. I think I know where I messed up. Okay, I think I know where the logic went wrong. We jumped a few steps. That's what happened. We jumped a few steps. Okay, I'ma fix this. I'ma fix this, and just in case, I'm gonna save. Okay. So we'll just retrace our steps.
Take that.
Right there. There we go. Speed run. Woo! Cool beans. Alright, yep, then he has the land stuff. Yep. Updating simulation. Okay, very good. Very good. Very good. Alright. And now we present the broken sword. A broken sword, and I believe this will test with luminol is what we want to do next. Test with luminol. Alright, luminol on the sword. See the bit of blood. Cool. Updating. Alright, now we want to look at the sword. And whoop. Present that. Okay, now we're good. Now we're good. Okay. Alright, I think we made it back to where we were. Good thing we weren't too far in. Somebody rejuvenate our life bar! Okay. And then, oh, what was this again? This was the missing model gun, right? I think. Yeah. Boy, can't even remember my steps I'd already took.
Take that.
Yep, okay, cool. Okay, we have caught up with where we were. Hey, that's right. Then what now? If it wasn't in his left hand or his right hand, it means that the one who struck me could not have been the bad badger. Are you paying attention, Lance? Mr. Deacon could not have been the one who struck me, which leaves only you as our primary suspect. Fine, it was me. I hit you. It appears that you lied to me yet again, but see how quickly they catch up to you, Lance. Wait, isn't Lance left-handed? Ah, yes, but that's what makes this deception all the more interesting. He used his right hand to make it look like Mr. Deacon had been the one to strike me. For you see, firing a gun with one's non-dominant hand is difficult. But that level of dexterity isn't required to swing a prop sword. Okay, please input this new data. The one who hit me from behind was Lance. Or should I say, the Proto-Badger. You got it! Here I go! Okay, that looks a bit better. Now, we have a faithful recreation of the situation around the attack on me. Alright, all we have to do is examine this new recreation and... And what exactly is so funny, Agent Lang? That amusing little gadget sure packs a punch, right, Sheena? Yes, it was all I could do to hold my laughter in. Hey, don't make fun of little thief, you mean old werewolf. He and Mr. Edgeworth bring out the best in each other. You've had your little fun, but now it's my turn. I've sat quietly by listening. But the crude conclusions you two keep spewing don't whet this wolf's appetite. There's no guarantee that your toy will always show the real situation at any given time. All it displays is whatever information you put in there, right? Well, when you put it that way... Your suppositions are wrong. It's not your fault, so I'm going to let you in on this. There is a trick to this haunted house. A trick? And what may that be exactly? A trick beyond what your tiny imaginations can produce? Sheena! Chanel! Oof! How you doing, Chanel? Welcome on in. Here you are. Slidey woman. Now then, what you missed, girlie, is written right here in this pamphlet. The 7 Wonders of the Haunted House, the Disappearing Badger? What is this? I'd say that someone around here is fond of theatrics. And as you can see, they set a doll down at the end of this hallway for that purpose. Basically, the blue badger you saw was just a stupid doll. Was it though? How can this be? Guess that throws your whole theory about it being your attacker right out the window. Redline, how you doing? Welcome on in. Well, that can't be right. Maybe the culprit hid the doll somewhere. And then he laid down and pretended to be it instead. If the criminal couldn't even hide himself in the hallway, how could he hide a giant doll? Do you get it now? Thanks to your presumptions, your logic started off weak and led you to the completely wrong conclusion. Now get off your high horse. Mr. Edgeworth. Okay. I wonder if you could please input the new information for me. You don't know when to quit, do you? I can't quit, not until I can declare that I've found the truth. Agent Lang, for the additional information, you have my thanks. There you go again. We'll see if I care! Okay, I'm updating the recreation now. So what does this new information give us? Okay. Uh-huh. Right. That looks really weird. Look at how it changes from the blue badger into the proto badger all of a sudden. If the slumped over badger was just a doll, where was my attacker hiding? Well, that's what we're going to find out, right? So come on, Mr. Edgeworth, let's go! Yes, let's. This recreation can't be right, which means there must be a contradiction somewhere. Okay. So, let's think about this. How did the Blue Badger doll change into the Proto Badger costume that was being used by Lance so he could come over and knock out Edgeworth? What is there about this room? Or just, what is there about this that doesn't make any sense? This blue badger is just a doll for use in this haunted house. I bet the one who killed this blue badger was the bad badger, right? According to the Blue Badger Bible, it says that they are each each other's worst enemy. All because one's an ally of justice and the other's a vile criminal with a gun? Perhaps they were just destined to battle each other. Much like the Steel Samurai and the Evil Magistrate. Letting the fandom you're a part of sneak into your daily job. I know how that feels. Alright, so what about this is off? What is wrong with this? I might actually save really quickly just because I'm a little nervous. I'd rather not have to redo that all over again, if you know what I mean. And then continue because it automatically takes you out of the game. From save point, please. Thank you. Okay. So what about this is off? What about this is not right? Okay, Redline, but please don't say stuff like that in chat. You know, it's just proper etiquette. Have a good one. Alright, we're reversed until I've inspected. Seven Wonders of the Haunted House. Hey, KK Raccoon, how are you doing? Welcome on in. And Crimson Creations 01, welcome back. How are you? The Disappearing Badger. Neverland. Seven Wonders of the Haunted House. The Disappearing Badger. The different head? No, the head looks fine. What about this is suspicious? Actually, hold on. Let me look at that pamphlet one more time. The Disappearing Badger. Well, no, that looks right. The Kingdom Hearts belts? Well, let's see here. Actually, wait a minute. Let's check that. They are a bit off, aren't they? You know what? You might be right about the belt. I think you're right about the belt. It's the wrong way. Because it's supposed to look the other way, and I don't think they'd get that wrong, especially when they're all carrying Bibles here, the staff at least. So I think it's the belt. I would say so. Because let's check it one more time. Yeah, the belt's on a different way. It's going that way and not this way. Yeah, it's the belt. Hold on a second there. There's something wrong with this blue badger. Huh? Like what? The way the belt is on him is opposite of how it should be. Did you make a mistake? That can't be. I inputted the image data exactly as it is in the pamphlet. So then, why is the blue badger dressed up in reverse? That's a good question. Huh. Why? Nice job, Zap. I don't think we have any more logic than just that right now. Yeah, we don't have anything to really go on there. Love the deductive mystery? It is fun. This is where the proto-badger shows up in our recreation. Yes, now the question is, where did he come from? Yeah, but there's no place to hide in our current model. There must be an inconsistency somewhere. It's the proto-badger who struck me. I suppose I should really say that it is Lance. Oh, are you going to get him back? Are you going to get him back? I need not resort to violence when the lawsuit I plan to bring to court will suffice. Really? Because I would totally have decked him right back. If someone steals from me, I steal something from them. If I get hit, I hit them back. If I get paid, I return the money. That's the secret to how a great thief works. Her third statement doesn't seem to be of much benefit to her survival. It's like, here you go, thank you for mowing my lawn. Take it back! I don't want it! I'm a master thief! Pieces of a set of armor are in a pile here. Why do you think they almost always have sets of armor inside haunted houses? I suppose the sort of interior design is meant to bring out a sense of the abnormality. I can't pronounce that word to say my abnormality. I can't pronounce it! Help! Why do all your explanations have to be so hard to understand and hard to say? Now try to explaining it again, but this time so that even a thief like me can get it. Abnormalcy. Wow! Why can I not pronounce this? What is wrong with my brain? Normalcy. Abnormalcy. There we go. Blech. Brain fart. Excuse me. That may prove to be a most difficult task. Oh, hello. When you take a look around, it almost feels more like a house of mirrors. Indeed. Who's ever heard of this many mirrors inside of a haunted house before? Well, at least we know this is the real crime scene, thanks to those mirror shards. Mirror shards. Hey, wait. These shards. There's something different about them. Oh? The ones we found earlier are thicker than the shards from these mirrors on this wall. And look, there's some sort of design on the back. Oh wow, I figured it out. I figured it out. I know where Lance was hiding in here. They did it with mirrors. When Edgeworth came in, he was seeing a mirror projection of the blue badger lying on the ground here. But then somehow that mirror was moved and Lance took that spot. The pieces from that costume are certainly different from the other mirrors. What does this mean? Could it be that our pieces are not pieces of these mirrors? I do believe you're correct there, Edgy. Let's see, have we found everything? Let's check logic here. Blue Badger in reverse. Like a mirror house, haunted house hybrid. Like a mirror house, haunted house hybrid, this place is full of mirrors. And that would make sense as to why they have the Blue Badger in reverse, because the mirror would show it properly. I think that's what we're looking for. I think that's what we're looking for. I'm gonna take a chance. Hopefully we got this. Boom. Boom. Please be right. I mean, it's the only thing we've got, unless I'm missing something. Please? Yes. Okay. Do you remember what you said earlier? What I said earlier about what? About how this building might as well have been a house of mirrors. A house of mirrors? Oh, that would explain the reversed or mirror image. Yes, this Blue Badger might be nothing more than the reflected image of a real one. Then was the Blue Badger you saw just a reflection? When I looked down this hall, I thought it was perfectly straight. However, if there was a mirror... Boom! Oh, then it would actually form an L shape, right? Precisely. I was deceived. The hallway was almost pitch black, and there was a beam in the way that obstructed my view of the other hallway. Wait, but why build this place like that? It sounds pretty pointless to me. Okay, this house is just another attraction at an amusement park. They created a mirror wall for a very specific purpose, one I can point out to you. This was the reason they built a mirror wall. I believe we're looking for the attraction! As it's written in the pamphlet, the main draw of this attraction is the mystery of the disappearing badger. You mean they built the mirror for that trick alone? But you said you saw the badger, so it was definitely still there. That was true at the time, however. Doing this allows someone to make the Blue Badger disappear in a flash. Well, you'd have to move the mirror wall. I think. Yeah, so you'd have to move the mirror wall. To remove a reflected image, simply move the mirror. First, the mirror was constructed so that it could be moved. Then beyond where the mirror was, an empty hallway had to be created. Oh, so when they wanted people to see the Blue Badger, they would open the mirror. And then when they wanted to hide it, they simply had to close it again. The disappearing badger! Spooky! This explains why the other side of these fragments have a design on them. Ah, and if the pattern is the same as the other walls in this hallway, then when the mirror is closed, it would blend in with the rest of the walls. This is the mirror trick that this haunted house employs. And this also proves the existence of a hiding place for the culprit. Trip, welcome on in. How are you doing? Huh? How so? Think about it today. There was a place that was outside of my field of vision. The culprit kept out of sight by hiding in the place where the badger would obviously appear to have disappeared. I'm gonna have pizza? Nice, what you getting? Cheese? Pepperoni? There was a very large blind spot, one I could not see beyond, and it was here. If my assailant hid on the other side of the movable mirror, then you wouldn't be able to see him. He didn't even need to do anything to the Blue Badger doll. Exactly. All he had to do was wait for me on the other side of the mirror. Cheese? Nice. Wait, hold on. I just thought of something. Yes? Well, shouldn't the mirror wall be broken right now in reality? Since we have a few shards of it, we can probably assume it is. Yes, it most definitely is broken. The question is, when was it broken? Since we found these inside the victim's costume, That would mean that the victim was there when the mirror was broken. Wait, that sound. Leave the money and go. Now. That's right, we did hear something break. That sound I heard was most definitely the sound of a mirror breaking. Okay, I'd like you to input some new information. Ah, don't scare me like that. Sorry, but I need you to recreate something from me. Sure, whatever you need. So what do you need anyway? If you could first recreate this hallway just before I entered the dining room. You got it. Okay. Aha. Now this, I believe this is how it was right before I entered the dining room. Although, at the time, I thought it was but a single straight hallway. And then I went inside. It was around then that I heard the sound of a mirror shattering. You heard what? Then? Yes, I believe it was then that the mirror was broken. Okay, so then when you stepped outside into the hallway again, the mirror wall should no longer exist. Okay, please recreate that. Wasn't expecting to finally catch a stream, but my old mower finally broke. Oh, 1 second. Wasn't expecting to finally catch a stream, but my old mower finally broke. Can't keep idle and fails to ignite gas. Oh, so I did finish yard work early. Well, welcome on in, Nambu. How are you doing? The mirror wall should no longer exist. Okay, please recreate that. Got it. Wait, but with the mirror gone, the culprit lost his hiding spot. So where did he go in his proto-badger suit, Mr. Edgeworth? Huh, that's easy enough. With the mirror gone, he simply hid himself in the branch hallway. I think this about wraps it up. Looks like we finally solved everything. No, not yet. An even larger contradiction has now reared its head. Huh? Perhaps you did not notice, but this recreation contains a very troubling inconsistency. Doing much better now? I got tea and macaroni salad. Oh, nice! The inconsistency between what I saw and the recreation lies... Oh, I get it. Okay, he's talking about the other badger he saw, I think. Get the cursor on the spot, please.
Take that!
Okay, take a good look at the end of the hall. Oh, there's no blue badger there. Exactly. The blue badger that I saw in reality is not here. This is the final point on this long chain of logic, the last remaining contradiction. Okay. So, let me get this straight. When you came out of the dining room, you saw a badger, right? And that is precisely where the final contradiction lies. Something that shouldn't exist was there before me. Who or what do you suppose it was? I believe this is the real identity of our mystery badger. Oh, wait! That's it! It makes perfect sense! Did you save? Didn't have a chance to, but I think I figured it out. If I'm thinking this correctly, it was Oliver Deacon.
Take that!
The badger I saw was, in actuality, the dead victim's body. What? Agent Lang, the entirety of my complete logic is my final decisive piece of evidence. The murder happened in the hallway of the haunted house at the time of the drop-off. And you can consider the moment I heard the mirror breaking to be the real time of death for Mr. Deacon. Welcome back, Foxy. No! Maybe it was due to their fighting, or perhaps it was the life-shattering bullet. But no matter what the cause was, the hallway mirror wall was broken. Ha! You were in the house at the time, right? Are you telling me that you missed the sound of a gunshot? There were a variety of sound effects playing at the time. All for theatrics, I assume. Question, what does the bar on the top left mean during decisions? That's the health bar. It's really low right now because I didn't do so hot on one of the previous rounds. The gunshot must have blended right in. Ah-ya! Now then, I'd like you to recall something for me. Who was it that was with the victim at the haunted house? Who was the one who had the opportunity to rob the victim of his gun and use it on him? It was you, Lance Amano. Oh, we did it! I'm sorry! It's not like I had a choice. Oliver turned on me all of a sudden. Heck, Ford! I have a pen. It can write underwater. It can write other words too. My gosh. Ford! How you doing, Ford? He snapped and turned violent right after I hung up with you. He shoved me to the ground and straddled me. I fought back as hard as I could, grabbed his gun, and I shot him. The bullet must have went through his body and shattered the mirror. If I hadn't taken his gun and shot him first, I would have been the one you found. He's a hardened criminal. He escaped from jail.
See? That's justified self-defense. My boy was only trying to protect himself.
That remains to be seen, and will have to be resolved in court. Agent Lang, I leave the rest to you. As if you were the one in charge around here. Guys, arrest these two and get them out of my sight.
Wait, I had nothing to do with the murder. The only person you should be arresting is Lance.
Wow. Really do care about your son there, right?
Take my son, he's the one who did it. I'm completely innocent.
Dad! Oh, he fainted. Sorry, but you're not slipping away that easily, Mr. Ernest Amano. You tampered with the evidence so that you could cover for your son. That's obstruction of justice. What a great dad you are, willing to risk it all. Truly touching. By the way, do you know why I'm really here?
And how could I possibly know the answer to such an asinine question?
You wound me. I came all this way from across the sea just to see you, you know.
You came to see me?
What's that supposed to mean? I have a few things to ask you, Mr. Amano, about a case from 10 years ago. A case from 10 years ago? Oh, what's the name that you used for that case? Sheena! It's known as the KG-8 incident. The KG-8 incident? Wait, isn't that the file that Portsman was stolen in the present? Oh, so you remember it. Good. Then you'll recall that the trigger in that case was the Amano Group scandal. Specifically, the charge of an international smuggling ring. There it is! That's 3 times now. 3 times the smuggling ring's been involved. Smuggling. There's that word again. At the time, the person that was arrested as the ringleader was Mr. Amano's very own secretary, Mr. Colin Deveray. Ah, Father! Even though you pushed the crime onto your then secretary, Mr. Deveray, I always suspected that you were involved with the smuggling ring, Mr. Amano. Mr. Deveray was arrested in place of you, which is why when he broke out, you hid him from the police, right? You hid him in exchange for his silence on your little dirty secret.
No, 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 no! I honestly have no idea what you're talking about.
Heh, pretend to be ignorant all you want. We're taking you down to the precinct anyway for a nice, long chat. Canadian Dragon, hello! What the? Who's that? What the? Who the heck was that? Oh, snap. I'll take that down to the I'll take him down to the precinct if you don't mind. And who the heck are you? I'm Doc Sportsman, and I'm the prosecutor in charge of this case.
Oh, shucks. Thank goodness you're here.
Don't jerk me around. This is an Interpol case, so keep your paws off my suspect. Sorry, but I can't comply. I've got the backing of the prosecutor's office. See, in this country, we prosecutors work with the police to bring cases to court. What DS emulator are you using? I actually bought a one of the few remaining 3DS capture cards. I can't with this voice. So if you could please cooperate with me here, that'd be great. Now how about a handshake to seal the deal? Sorry, but I hate prosecutors, the whole lot of you. Guys, arrest the two suspects. Sir! Canadian Dragon, how are you doing? Fine! You're doing Ford, apparently. There you go. Don't take that out of context. Oh, I almost forgot. Prosecutor Miles Edgeworth, is it? I'd like to thank you. Thank me. Yeah, for working so hard to fulfill my goal. Hey, I know what goes on with everybody in this community. Yeah, for working so hard to fulfill my goal. Hey, is that any way to thank someone? And what the heck is that supposed to mean? You were so relentless with Lance that you forced Ernest to tamper with the evidence. Thanks to that, I finally had a legitimate reason to arrest him. So, how does it feel to bite the hand that feeds you? The hand that feeds me? I'm not sure I follow. Heh, it's no use pretending with me. You're the one, right? You're the corrupt prosecutor that's working for Mr. Amano in the smuggling ring, right? No, I would never do such a thing. What the heck? Our intel's never wrong! In your prosecutor's office, there's definitely someone working with the ring. Ah, so Agent Lang suspected my relation to Mr. Amano. That must be the real reason behind his antagonistic attitude. On top of that, your mentor was Manfred von Karma, right? There were non-stop rumors flying around about forged evidence with that guy. The soundtrack sure is something. It's such a good soundtrack. You're not twisting the truth behind those closed courtroom doors too, are you? I need a multi-slap button specifically for Ford. The courtroom is a place where the truth is revealed. Well, don't worry, it's not only you. The whole lot of you can't be trusted. A prosecutor who never lost in 40 years Every defendant must be found guilty. Fueled by those ideas, is it any wonder that courts produce nothing but falsities and lies? It would seem that his disdain extends beyond just me. Prosecutors, the courts, why is this man so angry with us all? Rest assured, the next time we meet, I won't be so forgiving. So don't you forget it! Please, wait. Agent Sheena. Why does Agent Lang hate all prosecutors so? Lang is the head of the long-honored house of Lang and Zhang Fa. The heads of all police-related divisions in that country were of Lang blood. Were? What do you mean by that? Aren't they still? They were revered, but that was long ago. They don't hold that sort of sway anymore. And it was all because of the courts. How can that be? A prosecutor once withheld and tampered with the evidence one of the Lang detectives found. That evidence's purity was tarnished and cost the Lang family its honor and trust. But not all prosecutors are like that. Even so, Lang will never respect the court again, or any prosecutor. So Agent Lang is a man who hates all courts and is unwilling to forgive prosecutors. That doesn't mean that the police are flawless, Lang! Good grief! Man, what a piece of work that guy is! Come on, Jim, we'd better catch up. Yeah. We've still got to deliver that thing to the old man after all. Old man? Detective Gumshoe, I believe it's time we wrapped up and headed home ourselves.
Yeah, are you going home too, Mr. Edgeworth?
No, I've done nothing but be entangled in one mess after another since my return. It's alright with you. Can you drop me off at my office? Suffering succotash.
No problem, sir.
Excuse me.
Yes, what is it?
Thank you very much.
Oh, it's okay. No need to thank me, pal. Just doing my job as a detective.
I guess I was fooled pretty badly by Lance. Oh, cruel fate! What's a woman to do when she's been hurt by the one she loves? And to think I'd never realized my father was right there. I never said anything to him. I knew it. I'm a failure. There she goes again, talking to herself. Miss Pops. I wonder if you know why your father participated in the kidnapping. No, I have no idea. Your father died while he was trying to stop Lance, which means that from the beginning he had no interest in the staged self-abduction. Wait, then why did he... I believe it was because of your presence, Miss Pops. Me? Lance realized that the two of you were related, which is why he used you as a hostage to coerce Mr. Deveray into cooperating. Father? As a felon, he could not tell you of his real relation to you. However, as the Amano family butler, at the very least, he was able to watch over you. It was all he could do, but that was the shape of his overflowing love for you. Go on, speak your mind. That is... Thank you very much. You're welcome. Although there is no need to thank me. No, Lauren, stop! I mean, this man's so much older than you. I don't think it was that old. Looks like you've completely stolen it away, Mr. Edgeworth.
Way to go, sir!
Your technique is way beyond the level of a great thief. What are you going on about now? Wow, your deducing skills may be sound, but you have no street smarts.
That's Mr. Edgeworth for you.
Yeah, I mean, he still hasn't figured out who I am at all. If you haven't remembered it in all this time, I guess I'm just going to have to say it. This isn't the first time we've met, you know.
What do you mean, pal? Mr. Edgeworth, how do you know this girl?
Looks like you totally forgot me too, Gummy.
Gummy?
Here, maybe this will jog your memories. I promised I'd return this to you one day, remember? That's...
Ooh! Plot thickening!
That single piece of cloth took me back far into my past. To that fateful day 7 years ago, when I first met the then-child Kay. And Detective Gumshoe.
Thick plot!
Would you like to save? Heck yes, please. Health back, please. And that concludes episode 3. Since we since we started with the end of episode 3, we will begin episode 4. Turnabout Reminisce. Or Reminiscence. Not Reminisce, Reminiscence. Kay Faraday. The young lady who calls herself the second Yatagarasu. The piece of cloth that she conjured up has taken me back to many years ago. It's a flashback within a flashback! 7 years earlier. Yeah, that's right, I did it. I killed the guy. But it was the great thief Yatagarasu that told me to do it. I asked the defendant, just what exactly are you trying to say? Don't you get it? I know the true identity of the Yatagarasu! The Yatagarasu is the man standing over there at the prosecutor's bench! Are you saying that I'm the Yatagarasu? Don't you dare deny it! You told me to kill him when you snuck into the embassy! Are you claiming that Mr. Faraday is the Yatagarasu? That's exactly what I... Mr. Rell, I think we've heard just about enough out of you. You gotta please listen to me, I'm telling the truth! You've gotta believe me!
In accordance with the defendant's accusation, a new prosecutor should be called to replace Mr. Faraday. This court will be in recess until the new prosecutor is ready.
September 10th, 3:20 p.m., District Court 3rd floor lobby. It's almost time for me to enter the courtroom. And so it is that my first assignment as a prosecutor will be as a replacement for a prosecutor who has been accused by the defendant. Edgeworth! I wonder who this is. Sir. Oh, snap, it's Manfred. Well, I need a voice. Anybody got the channel points? I need a voice. Whoever so hath the channel points, please drop them here. KK Raccoon, what voice shall I attempt for Manfred von Karma? What's it going to be, KK Raccoon? What's it gonna be, KK Raccoon? I have absolutely no idea. But low grown, like,
Have you read over all the documents regarding the trial?
I can give you that one. Yes, sir. I've memorized everything there is to know.
Very good. The paperwork for the prosecutor substitution is just about complete. Edgeworth, always bear in mind that as your mentor, I, Manfred von Karma, will accept nothing short of perfection.
I understand, sir. To have the chance to stand in court at such an early stage in my career, I am honored and proud.
As I have watched over your studies, I am giving you this very rare chance. Prove yourself. Crush the defendant's pathetic lies into oblivion.
Yes, sir. That's such a legendary prosecutor is watching over and judging my performance. I have to be perfect in every way. So now we're in the past. Also, this person seems to be having a bit of a trouble with the water fountain.
This is so good! I could drink a whole gallon!
I've never heard of water that tastes that good. Maybe I'll give him a minute.
Oh my gosh, this is the best water ever!
Oh, wow. Does he plan on gulping an entire reservoir dry? Hell hydrate? Yes, I do have water. Thank you. Hell hydrate indeed. We should probably talk to Von Karma, shouldn't we?
Today's trial should have ended in just 1 minute.
Because the defendant was picked up by the security camera, correct?
Exactly. The killer had the gall to say that he only killed because he was instructed to do so. Even more outrageous is his claim that the case prosecutor, Byrne Faraday, gave the order. Ha! Faraday is such a fool. He's been cornered by his very own prey.
Sir. I mean, you ever go to a summer camp and have it built over iron mine? The water is disgusting. It makes you appreciate bottled a lot. I mean, he's drinking out of a water fountain, though, so I don't know. Are you an acquaintance of Mr. Byrne Faraday?
He is a pathetic man who speaks nothing but nonsense.
Nonsense?
He once tried to explain to me a way of punishing those who cannot be brought to court.
Those who cannot be brought to court. That is nonsense, for no man is above the law. What are you doing?
Well, there are always a few exceptions. However, there is no reason to even deal with such individuals. A prosecutor is a guardian of the court, one with no obligation to outside matters.
Unless there is no reason to deal with such individuals, I see.
Edgeworth, disgracing yourself as Faraday has will not be forgiven.
Have no fear. I will not let you down, sir. In place of the accused prosecutor Byrne Faraday, I'll prove the defendant's guilt.
Very good. I've secured an hour of recess for you to prepare to do just that. Show them all the power of Von Karma. So, have you achieved a firm understanding of the case?
Yes, sir. I have memorized everything that is written down in the case files.
Well then, explain the case to me. And I want to see if you really know what you are talking about.
Understood. Alright, let's hear the case. A murder was committed on September 8th in front of the Kodapian? I think that's how you pronounce it. Kodapian Embassy. The victim, Mr. Dead Man? Mr. Dead Man. Mr. Dead Man. They're not even trying anymore. I feel so sorry for that man. I feel so sorry for that man. To What did he think of when he was growing? What did his parents hate him? Mr. and Mrs. Mann, congratulations, it's a boy. Oh, honey, I'm so happy. Yes, me too, love. What are we going to name him? Dad. You want to name him Dad? As in Dad Man? Yes, I think it'll be hilarious, honey, don't you? Honey, I want a divorce. It's about as bad as Scooby. And now I'd like to welcome to class our new student, Dad Man. Teacher, he's alive. Gosh. Carteraci, hello. Oh, gosh. Sir, the new potential hiree is here. Send him in. What's his name again? Dad Man. Oh, if he fails this, he is gonna be a dead man. Gosh. The victim, Mr. Dead Man, was a staff. I'm sorry, I'm still going. I'm just thinking of all the things. Oh my gosh, there was a car crash tonight. Oh no, was anybody hurt? No, it's just one person, Dead Man. Well, if he's dead, what was his name? No, that is his name, Dead Man. Oh no. Oh. Okay. All right. I think I've had my fun. Oh gosh. The defendant in this case, Mr. Mackerel. Mackerel! You can't do that to me twice in a row! You can't do that to me twice in a row! You can't do that to me twice in a row! DJ Dragon Beats, how you doing? Welcome on in! Hey, tell me! Was Mr. Next thing we'll do Mr. Hugh Man. Next they're gonna tell me he tried to become a priest so he could be known as Holy Mackerel. I can't with you. Oh no. Okay. Ooh. Breathe. Breathe, Fox. They better not have a third one waiting for me. Because I'm going to lose it. I'm going to walk out of here. Oh. The defendant in this case, Mr. Mackerel, was held for questioning the night of the incident as he was deemed suspicious. A suspicious mackerel? At least Dad's name has come to fruition. He was quickly placed under arrest for possession of the murder weapon, a gun. Furthermore, at the time of the murder, I'm crying, guys, like literally I have tears coming out of my eyes. The great thief Yatagarasu had successfully infiltrated the Gaddapian embassy as well. Can't eat mackerel sushi anymore! Mr. Dead Man was killed by a wet mackerel. At first, Rel claimed that he himself was the Yatagarasu, but that he did not kill Dead Man. Stop, please! I wonder what he expected to gain from such a desperate lie.
It's possible that he wants to go down on the spotlight if he is found guilty.
How are you doing, Colonel Ford Fusion Mustard? Why would you kill a dead man? I don't know. I don't know if it's actually pronounced dead. I'm just kind of pronouncing it as I see it. So it's like dead. It's like in another language, kind of like dead. Yeah. This is Mr. Dead Man. How are you doing, Dead Man? Help. Help. There truly is no limit to people's inanity. But I digress. Continue, Edgeworth. Mr. Dead Man Mackerel. No help. There is no help coming for you. Yes, sir. During the trial, the prosecution presented the security footage that captured the murder. The footage clearly showed Mr. Well as the murderer. God, the dude didn't even have a chance! He's literally standing right behind him! The act of Mr. Rell firing... Oh, that's Manfred. I just woke up my roommate by laughing. Oh no!
The act of Mr. Rell firing the gun could be clearly seen from the visitor's gallery.
Upon seeing that, the defendant retracted his statement and admitted to the murder.
Saboops.
I did it because I was told to, by the real Yatagarasu burned Faraday. Ms. Eyes are gonna die? Please tell me somebody like that exists in the series.
That sounds about right. However, you've forgotten one thing. While this may appear to simply be the murder of a Gaddafian embassy staff member, people are actually referring to it as the second KG-8 incident.
Steelwolf, how are you doing tonight? How's it going? The second KG-8 incident? I'm very sorry, sir. I fear I've failed to study hard enough.
Well, even among the police, it's information that only a select few are privy to.
Could you please enlighten me, sir? Second KG-8? That's right, the first KG-8 incident happened 10 years ago. This is 7 years ago. Sir, what do you mean by the second KG-8 incident?
In order for me to tell you that, you must first learn about the original case. Take a look at these documents.
Look at this photograph! This is a 3-year-old newspaper. Okay.
You've heard of the Amano Group scandal before, correct?
Yes, I have. The secretary of Ernest Amano, the Amano Group's director, was arrested under suspicion of smuggling.
Correct. CCU was an employee of the Amano Group.
Doing pretty good, Steelwolf. Doing pretty good.
And the sole witness to the smuggling operation, it was she who brought the crime to light. However, Miss Yu was silenced before she could testify in court.
Wasn't a Gaddafian embassy staff member arrested for the murder?
Yes, a Gaddafian by the name of Manny Cochin was the suspect.
Manny Cochin. I don't see a pun there, so I can't laugh wildly about it.
However, due to the lack of evidence, the case went unresolved.
At least the names are not like Mr. Lethal Cutterman. I could be, though. Lack of evidence? Gaddafian embassy staff member Manny Cochin found not guilty. A shadow over the Amano Group? What's his relation to the smuggling ring? The victim, Miss CCU.
Ah, if only I was in charge of the case. I would have done everything in my power to prove his guilt.
To make sure that all criminals are found guilty. My mentor really is dedicated and corrupt, but that's another story.
Faraday was the prosecutor on the case then, and he was as pathetic as ever.
Mr. Faraday was in charge of the KG-8 incident as well?
That's right. And now, once again, the victim of the case you are currently assigned to was someone who was scheduled to testify against that smuggling organization.
And just like last time, the victim was murdered right before he was to testify. Dead Man knew who was behind the smuggling operation, and of course he goes and dies! Gosh darn it, Dead Man! Oh. You're catching on. Well, glad we got that sorted out. The victim was murdered just before his day in court against the smuggling operation. Living up to their name, yep, I know, right? Imagine what the villain, what the mysterious leader is like. Sir, I have a problem. What is it? What's the problem? Your entire operation is in jeopardy. Oh? Well, who's doing it? Who's responsible? Who's taking us to court? Dead man. A dead man's taking us to court? No, his name is Dead Man. Well, make sure he lives up to it. Go take care of him. Okay, Dead Man is gonna be a dead man for sure. Everybody was snickering at the funeral. Events are occurring almost exactly the same way as they did in the KG-8 incident. So that's why it is being called the second KG-8 incident. Yes. Yet, there's one difference between the two incidents. What would that be? The so-called noble thief that is sending everyone into an uproar. Labrador, how you doing, Khalif? What's going on? Welcome on in, hope you're doing well. The great thief Yatagarasu. Yatagarasu. You are a dead man, dead man. That's can you imagine Mackerel, starting that up as like dead man's just like, I called him Dead Man. It's like, dead man. Just imagine Mackerel just being like, hands up, you're a dead man, dead man. And or maybe he started like this, hands up, you're a dead man. Yeah, that's me. What do you want, my wallet? Or maybe he didn't even do that, he just got surprised. So it's like, hands up, you're a dead man. It's like, oh, holy mackerel. I'm not a member of the clergy yet, but I'm working on it. Oh gosh. One giant Abbott and Costello routine right there. Right there. How goes distribution of justice? Well, we're working on it. We're now 7 years in the past, watching a flashback within a flashback. It is true that the Yatagarasu... If it is true that the Yatagarasu showed up at the Kadapian embassy, what could he or she have been after? Ford! He was after Ford? Oh my gosh, Dead Man was trying to warn us that the Yatagarasu was coming after Ford! No doubt to steal any suspicious accounting records and release them publicly. So close, Ford. So close. Or, more likely, to steal secrets from the Kadapian embassy itself. Yatagarasu haunts embassy, the noble... Oh yeah, I remember this newspaper. Since the item that the Yatagarasu stole from there was sent to the police. What was it that the Yatagarasu sent to the police? I don't know the details. Anything related to the Yatagarasu is getting the top secret treatment. Sika! Hi! It's been a while. I'm doing well. How about yourself? Welcome on in. Still, I find it very ironic. By returning the stolen item to the police, it was proof positive that the Yatagarasu had infiltrated the embassy on the same day the staff member was killed. Criminals have a way of incriminating themselves, wouldn't you say? That would have to be the first time the Yatagarasu has left evidence behind, correct? Yes, indeed. If you wish to learn more about the Yatagarasu, then I suggest you ask Faraday. Mr. Faraday? Thank you for the lurk, Labrador. He happens to be the prosecutor in charge of the Yatagarasu case as well. Phantom Thief, how you doing? We're actually talking about a Phantom Thief right now. He's the prosecutor in charge of both the KG-8 incident and the Yatagarasu case? Mr. Faraday really has a lot on his plate. What the? What is it, little girl? You're scary, mister. Did you need something? I swear it wasn't me. I'm watching you though, Phantom Thief. Don't worry, I'm a thief too. I'm doing really good now, thanks. Kinda had to go to the hospital. Oh no! Heat stroke? Oh shoot, yeah, that's pretty bad. Heat stroke's no joke. But I'm glad you're okay, Sika. Mrs. Dead Man? No, I don't think that's Mrs. Dead Man. with friends, so I just want to say hi. All right, thank you for that. I appreciate that. I want to trade these coins with you. A fistful of dimes, quarters, and pennies, but it looks like you've exactly $1. Is this what you want? Thanks. That's exactly what I needed. Could that child be here to watch the trial? Always watching. I don't know about that.
How disrespectful for a child like that to be running around inside the courthouse. Does no one have respect for this country's judicial system anymore?
Yes. The paperwork for the prosecutor substitution is complete.
Why you? Do you even know how much time there is left before the trial resumes?
I'm so sorry.
I could have you mopping up the courthouse instead of protecting it in an instant.
It's no bother, sir. Not being completely prepared could prove to be a perfect handicap for me.
A proud one you are. You had better collect the evidence from Faraday and prepare yourself. It's time for your debut, Edgeworth.
Yeah, he is. September 10th, 4 o'clock p.m., District Court, courtroom number 3. Where is everyone? Like, where is everyone? The judge isn't even here yet.
Just what is going on? Why isn't Faraday here yet? How is it possible that the defense is not prepared yet either?
Bailiff, where is Mr. Faraday? Snickers Wolf, how you doing? Long time no see. Welcome back. I'm not sure. I wasn't really paying attention. Oh, there's the judge.
You must be the one Mr. Von Karma recommended. I hear this will be your first trial. I look forward to seeing how you perform. Oh, by the way, was there someone celebrating a birthday during the recess? I could have sworn that I heard a popper going off. Come to think of it, the other day was my grandson.
Sir, it looks like the trial's about to resume, however.
Yes, it will be all but impossible to prove the witness a liar.
I'll get to that in 1 second, Shinobi Wolf.
Without the evidence from Faraday. What is that blasted buffoon up to?
It's an emergency, sirs! Oh, who's this? Oh, Gumshoe.
Silence! There shall be no yelling in this sacred hall of law. Bailiff, remove that man from this courtroom at once. Please, wait, you have to listen to me. There's an emergency. Defendant, lobby number 2, Mr. Faraday and the defendant.
Mackerel?
The two of them, they're both dead, Your Honor. What? 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 What?
Oh my gosh. That's why Kay was crying when Lauren Pops was talking about her dad. Kay's dad got murdered. Oh, looks like we need a voice for this dude. Stay back. Ugh. Whoa. Whoa. Who is this dude? Okay, I need a voice. Also, this is for Shinobi Wolf. I'm waiting for somebody to use that channel reclaim. Lord Zagrum, you got it. What's it gonna be? Question, what is with people in anime that wear jackets on their shoulders? I have no idea. What's it gonna be, Lord Zagrim? What voice am I attempting? Snake from Metal Gear Solid?
Colonel, no one's allowed on the crime scene, period.
Just who does this oddball think he is? This is becoming quite the hotspot. I won't ask for a voice for this one. Isn't she Mr. Rel's defense attorney?
Hey you, no running in the hallway, pal.
Oof! Chaostar, how you doing? And who are you to tell me what to do? I'll never find out what's going on like this. It's time for some civil discourse. Excuse me, but who are you?
Detective Tyrell Bad. Homicide.
I was informed of the situation and came as quickly as possible. So how did you arrive and inspect the body before me?
Faraday requested for me to testify in the trial. Plain and simple.
Mr. Faraday requested that you be here? Tyrell Bad. Interesting name.
I've already contacted HQ about the situation. I've got nothing to say to you, kid.
Kid? I'm Mr. Faraday's substitute in today's trial. Therefore, I insist that you update me on the situation. He is a bad man. I can't back down here. I have a right to know.
Do I need to teach you a thing or two about how to talk to adults, kid?
Is he threatening me? Oh! Is he going for his gun? It's just a mirror. How dare he trick me like that?
Faraday was stabbed to death with some kind of blade, and he had a gun in his hand. The other man, and Mr. Macrell, was shot and killed. He was found holding a bloody knife in his hand.
Was there anyone else who went into defendant lobby number 2?
Yeah, that big lug over there. His name's Gumshoe. He was in charge of guarding the place. He's claiming that no one else entered the room.
He was a bad kid. If that's the case, then they must have killed each other, correct?
Maybe.
Such impudence. This guy is really testing my patience. Why was I not informed that you were going to testify in court?
Homicides aren't my only gig. The Yatagarasu case is also one of my assignments.
So you were called upon to comment on the Yatagarasu's characteristics, in order to assess if Mr. Faraday really was the Yatagarasu or not.
Well. Looks like you just might have a brain after all in that head of yours, son.
Son? I'm not your son, Pops. You can really present anything to him. Crap, we gotta get in that room, or at least Edgeworth has to. Who are you? Do you have a minute? You know, I'm not really into talking to people I don't know. Especially at a time like this. I apologize for not introducing myself before bothering you. My name is Miles Edgeworth. I am to take Mr. Faraday's place in court. Edgeworth, huh? Never heard of you. So Faraday's substitute is a newbie, huh? I'll have you know, madam, that I studied under Manfred von Karma. Do not take me for some naive novice. Do not take me for some naive novice. So you're a student of Von Karma? I should have... Those clothes are a dead giveaway! Stop right there. These aren't the garments of one who gallantly presents the facts. Thanks for the great laugh, but try not to make me laugh so much, okay? Wasn't trying to do anything of the sort. Just kidding. I was just goofing around. By the way, do you know who I am? My name is Callisto Yu. And if you're telling the truth, then we were about to go head-to-head in court. Wait, you? Callisto? Wasn't the person who died 3 years before this in the original KG8 case CCU? Ah, but of course, I have heard much about you, Miss Yu. You gotta be kidding. Ah, but of course I have heard much about you. You're a regular Shakespeare. Did I say something funny? Oh my gosh, she's a live one. I'd like you to update me on the situation. I don't really know anything. Why don't you try talking to those detectives over there? If that's the case, then why are you here? Ugh, what's so funny? It's just the way you speak is so tactless. The person I saw I was going against in court until only a little while ago was just murdered. It's not like I could go back into the courtroom pretending as though nothing happened. That's a good point. I apologize for asking such an insensitive question. It's fine. Don't worry about it. She's so smug. She's kind of got an off and on button for smugness. Like, her default mood is smug, but as soon as, like, Edgeworth speaks, she just lightens up. Okay, so we have Tyrell Bad, Callisto Yu, and that leaves... And you are...
Who, me? Hey, pal. It's common courtesy to tell someone your name first before asking theirs.
Point taken. My name is Miles Edgeworth. I'm a district prosecutor.
A prosecutor? I've never seen a prosecutor as young as you, pal.
I've told you my name. Now, would you mind telling me yours?
Detective Dick Gumshoe. And just recently, I achieved my dream of becoming a detective. More than a dream, it's what I was born to do. Wait, maybe I should check and make sure I'm not really in some crazy dream first.
This detective is entirely too excited to be at a murder scene. Tell us about the crime scene. So, Detective Gumshoe, would you mind telling me what you know about the incident?
You know that I don't have to tell you anything, right?
I know that, but it would behoove you to fill me in on what you know.
Wow, you're so proud. You're a proud one for such a youngster, aren't you? Well, anyway, Detective Bad is the one in charge, so you're just gonna have to ask him for all the details, okay? As for me, I was guarding the door to defendant lobby number 2.
So you were the guard detail. Did you notice anything strange while you were on duty?
Well, I freaked out when I heard a gunshot, and then I kind of froze.
You're a detective, and a measly gunshot scared you that much? Then again, I can hardly claim to know what it's like to hear one at close range.
Then Detective Bad came running to the scene.
I've told you my name. Now, will you tell me yours, please? Sure, I'm Mr. Freely. First initials I and P. Well, I.P. Freely. Wait, dang it! Oh, if Gumshoe was that much of a trickster, probably would have gone with that.
We went into lobby number 2 together, and both men were lying there, dead.
Is that everything?
Hashtag Yeah, that's it. I was in the hallway the whole time, but I didn't hear a single peep of a struggle.
Interesting. The gunshot, he didn't hear a single sound of commotion. Fascinating stuff. I wonder what it could mean. Also, for those wondering if this is going to be a longer case than the last one, no, this one's actually shorter. Probably won't finish it all tonight, but just letting you guys know. Miss you? There is someone here who wishes to see you. Who is it? A Kadapian embassy staff member by the name of Manny Cochin. Uh-oh. Uh-huh. Right. I highly doubt him showing up here is a coincidence. That's not that Manny. Floyd! Manny Cochin, huh? Alright, let's see what we got here. What? Uh-oh. What's going on? Detective Bad and misused moods just changed all of a sudden. Wait a second. Wasn't Manny Cochin? I'll be right there. Oh, I need a voice for Cochin. Who wants to give me a voice for Manny Cochin? Who wants to give me a voice for Manny Cochin? Xylanth, you're in. What's it gonna be, Xylanth? What's it gonna be, Xylanth? This is Manny Cochin's voice. I'm sure there's a pun in that name. Can you do Cheech and or Chong? I could try like Chong's because Tommy Chong's because recently did rewatch Zootopia, so I would know. It's nice to see you again, Miss Yu. Why are you here? I have no desire to ever see you again. No. Actually, would you mind stepping outside for a brief chat? Fine. Let's go. What's going on over there? Bad. Wow, you just walk in and call the guy bad? That's not... Oh, you're talking about his name. Sorry.
Von Karma, it's been a long time. I knew you would show up. You usually do when the Yatagurasu is involved, and I see this case is no exception.
Bad Karma. Oh, Firemancer winning the night with that one. Do you know Detective Bad, sir?
Yes, he's like an old bloodhound that never leaves the scene of a crime. If only he would get a promotion and move on. It's the crime scene where detective is most useful and effective. It's not like I don't know that. Moving on though, Bad. The man that I just passed by. Was he not the suspect from the KG-8 incident?
So I was right.
Just what is that man doing wandering around here?
Is Manfred Batman? I mean, maybe.
That Faraday, I can't believe he let such an easy catch get away. Imbecile. I would have proved his guilt in 3 minutes. Von Karma, I think you've said enough for now. It's in poor taste to speak like that about the departed. Very well. Back on topic, I'm placing Edgeworth in charge of the investigation here.
This is not doing my throat any favors.
Objection!
Oh, what now? Really? Is everybody here? Oh, gosh. Okay, what voice did I give her? I forget. What did we say? This one was, Did we give her, like, Dr. Doofenshmirtz's voice? Oh, yeah, it's Doofenshmirtz's voice. Papa, how can you place him in charge? Franziska, what are you doing here? Karen? Is that a Karen? I'm here for summer vacation. What else? Hail hydrate! Yes, I should go get some water here in a second. Franziska von Karma, so she is here on vacation from Germany. She is the daughter of Manfred von Karma and a student of his who's also junior to me. You're the one who's junior to me, and don't you forget it! You're not conveniently avoiding the bar examination, are you? Ha! If you were able to pass, then I'll have absolutely no trouble at all. I'll never allow myself to lose to you. Never! She gonna be disappointed. Why does she always have to be this competitive? Anyway, Papa, are you really assigning Miles Edgeworth to cover the case?
Yes, I am. Why do you ask?
Well, you know, I'm close to becoming a prosecutor myself. And I'm 100% confident that I can do a better job than him. That's just like Franziska. She has no problem bad-mouthing someone right in front of them.
Bad. Yeah.
It's two grovelly voices here.
These two will be conducting the investigation. What? You want me to let both of these kids loose on the crime scene? This is the perfect opportunity for them to work on their prosecutorial skills. Crime scene is not a place for children to be messing around in. I'm the one with the authority over the crime scene, Bad. And I will not tolerate complaining. Edgeworth, Franziska, I leave this case to the two of you.
Understood, sir. Yes, Papa.
I'll go take care of the paperwork now. Remember, I'll accept nothing but a perfect report from the both of you. Do not disappoint me.
Oh, thank God he's leaving.
Hold up, Von Karma. I haven't agreed to...
Oh, good, he's leaving too. Miles Edgeworth. It's been quite some time, Franziska. This will be the perfect chance for us to see which of us is truly worthy of the Von Karma name. Would it kill you to at least say hello? Long time no see. Very good. Just because you became a prosecutor first doesn't mean you can act all proud. She hasn't changed a bit. Miles Edgeworth! As I was saying, we shall see which one of us is worthy of the Von Karma name.
For crying out loud, I've been reduced to a babysitter.
Oh, great, he's coming back. The Von Karma-inator. Looks like Mr. Von Karma was successful in convincing the detective. That's just like him, he never fails. Now, I'd appreciate it if you could quickly run me through the facts, Detective Bad.
You're better off checking things out on your own.
Very well. Seems like getting help from Detective Bad will be a most arduous task. Oh boy. September 10th, 4:15 p.m., District Court, Defendant Lobby number 2. Oh my gosh. It's the only real explanation that they killed each other simultaneously? How the heck did they do that? How the heck did they... But... Wait, how did they sandwich? How do sandwich? How do sandwich? How did he... Wait. How did... Would it be funnier if Detective Bad was a bad detective, or if he was actually really good at what he does? So, wait, how did... That's no panini, rather... But no. Ford, that is like the first pun you have done in a long time that has made me laugh and not want to facepalm. That's no panini, rather a panono. Oh my gosh. Oh. Wow, and that's saying something. Okay, so let me get this straight. Who killed who first? Great quotes of Twitch. How do sandwich fox the Fedora 2020? How do a sandwich? If I was there, I'd be like grabbing Tyrell Bad's coat. How do sandwich? Oh my gosh. It does what it do. Guess so. But wait a minute, I'm confused. Who killed who first? Did Macro stab him first and then he shot Macro? Well, that couldn't be right. He would have to have shot Macro first and then Macro would have had to defend himself. But how did Macro even have time to stab him if he's already shot? This makes no sense. This really is a Panono. Miles Edgeworth, you should listen to someone until they are finished talking. What are you talking about? Answer? Yes. I'll only say it one more time. This is a competition to see who is truly worthy of the Von Karma name. Competition? The person that figures out the truth first wins. So the person who doesn't discover the truth is a dishonor to the name. Exactly! I don't care that you became a prosecutor before me. Yes, you do. I simply refuse to hear any more foolish things come from your foolish mouth. Fine, whatever makes you happy. Can I take that as you accepting my challenge? Once again, whatever makes you happy. Ha! Well then, let's begin the investigation, shall we? I'm going to find the perfect evidence and prettily present it like the professional I am. Competing to discover the truth behind a crime. How delightfully childish. Alright, whoop.
You kids over there.
Kid? Ha! Serves you right, Miles. He just called you a kid.
I said kids, kid.
How dare you call me a kid as well?
I'll do what I please, and I won't allow you to cause a ruckus on my crime scene. Hey, big guy, you're going to watch over these two?
Yes, sir, Detective Bad, sir. Now do what I say from now on, kids, okay? You'd better not get in our way, Scruffy. You'll feel the bite of my whip if you do. Then you, prosecutor boy. Let's get your investigation started already, all right? Great. Now even that detective is treating me like a child. All right, it's time to get investigating. Get a move on, prosecutor boy. My name is Miles Edgeworth. And if you were to call me prosecutor boy one more time, it will be my duty as a prosecutor to look into your monthly salary. What? And what would you do with my salary after you saw how much it was? That's up to you now, isn't it? Really? Sounds good, pal. He's so naive. Fizzy J, how you doing? Prosecutor boy. I know, right? From now on, everyone in chat will refer to Miles Edgeworth as prosecutor boy. Detective Bad, may I have a word with you? Do I want to know what her whip is for? Well, riding horses at this age, she gets a whip later on in present day. The whip is for people. Don't take that out of context. I really do like Prosecutor Boy's outfit in this chapter. I know, Prosecutor Boy is really making that work.
What is it?
Excuse me? It appears that both a knife and a gun were used as murder weapons.
Gun, knife, gun. Yeah, it does.
All of the context is being taken out. I know. I say no, but I know what's gonna happen. And that leads us to our first question of the investigation. Where did the men acquire the weapons? Where are the drugs going? Working title, The Prosecutor Boy Does a Lot. A Dead Man production. Whomever took out the context can take me out too. Oh no. It's a good Friday when it's this giggly in chat. That gun was inside of Faraday's bag. Rocco the Husky, how are you doing? Welcome on in. It was a piece of evidence that was presented in the trial earlier today. Can we also rename Phoenix Wright to just Defense Land? Yes, from now on, everybody will refer to Phoenix Wright as Defense Lad and Miles as Prosecutor Boy. Oh my god. Diva Panda! Diva! With a raid! Welcome in, Raiders. I wish I could play the raid music, but I'm laughing too much. Oh my gosh, Diva! Everyone, welcome on in. How you guys doing? We're in the middle of a laughing fit on today's episode. It has been nothing but laughs. Diva, I appreciate the raid. How was your stream? Welcome on in, Raiders. For those who do not know me, I'm the fox in the fedora. I'm a fox, I wear a fedora, and I go on all sorts of crazy adventures. In this case, we're trying to figure out who killed Dead Man. Oh my gosh. Celeste Now, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the Fox Den. It's the adventures of Prosecutor Boy and Defense Lad. Yes! Please, Blazewing! Hi, Blazewing, how you doing? Oh, we're also trying to figure out how to do sandwich. Yeah, pretty much. I need to pee so bad. I'll be right back. Okay. Alright, thank you guys. Welcome in, Raiders. I hope. Who killed who? I don't know, Diva. We're still trying to figure that out. Oh, I'm doing well, Blazewing, just for having a giggling fit on tonight's stream. Fuzzbutt, how you doing, Fuzz? It's good to see everybody. I saw Jarrah up there. How you doing, Jarrah, if you're still there? Your laugh is killing me right now. I can't. Seems to be going around. So let me catch everybody up who's just coming in. I kid you not, this is the story. So far in this part of the game, a man by the name of, I kid you not, Dead Man was murdered by a man named Macrel, and now Macrel got murdered by his defense attorney, who apparently killed each other at the same time. And now everybody's calling the main character, Miles Edgeworth, Prosecutor Boy. So this has officially become the adventures of Prosecutor Boy in the case of the Dead Man. Mr. Dead Man, yes, you got that right, Mr. Dead Man. On this week's episode, Prosecutor Lad and French Whip attempt to discover who murdered Dead Man. Oh, help. Anyway, back to the story. It was a piece of evidence that was presented in the trial earlier today. Have a good one, Dark Cameron. Have a good sleep. It was used to kill the Gaddafian embassy staff member. So that was the gun that killed Dead Man? Rocco the Husky, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the Fox Den. But I never heard anything about the knife. Mr. Rell is being held by the police. There's no way he could have brought it in. Which means it's possible that Faraday had the knife on him from the start as well. Could it have been a piece of evidence that had yet to be presented? But then why doesn't Detective Bad know about it? Wait. What if it's possible that Mr. Faraday brought the knife in under the guise of prosecutorial evidence? He could have then brought it out and attacked Mr. Rel with it. Huh. Maybe you've got a brain in there after all, kid. Is he going to treat me like a child forever? It looks like Mr. Faraday attacked Mr. Rel first, who then counterattacked. That's the only logical conclusion you can draw from a scene like this. Not yet. I feel that it's much too early to be drawing conclusions already. I must first find conclusive evidence so as to ensure the honor of the Von Karma name. Alright, let's have a look around here. Picture of Grandma. I see that they've got a nice picture of Grandma here. Love it. I'm so glad that they have a nice picture of her. Go, prosecutor boy, for great justice! How do sandwich? We're still trying to figure that out too, Avian. The decorative plant's foliage is quite nice and actually soothing to be around it. Perhaps I should purchase one for my room. Let's look at the murder scene. How do sandwich? See? How do sandwich? How you do this? How do you panono, not panini? It looks like Mr. Faraday fell on top of Mr. Rel. At first glance, it seems like they must have killed each other. However, using logic, the only logical conclusion is, aha! What was that outburst for? Hurry slowly! Meow do sandwich. How you doing, Hurry slowly? What's new? Imagine sandwich in 2020. I has giant ice cream sandwich at least. Well, there you go. My detective's instinct just hit me real hard, like a brick flying at me at 1,000 miles per hour. I want to take it off my head, but my head's made of metal. It was Mr. Rel that fell first, see? You don't need a detective's instinct for that. It's common sense. But I suppose we won't know much more than that until after I examine the bodies. Won't rest until I've inspected every suspicious-looking nook and cranny. Looks like Mr. Rel died with a knife in his hand. There's some blood stuck on it. Then he must have used this as a weapon. Yep, no doubt about it. Is Mr. Faraday carrying this on his personage? Did he bring this as a piece of evidence for the trial? Or did he bring it with a very different intention in mind? I should jot some notes down about it. That's a very suspicious looking knife. Very weird too. What is that? It's like, huh. I want to check out that knife. You guys want to see that knife? I want to see that knife. Hold on. I can't look at the knife. I really wanted to look at that knife. Let's check the gun. Looks like Mr. Faraday died while holding the gun in his right hand. It's a knife! X-Acto knife? I mean, kinda, I guess. So he shot Mr. Rel and then fell on top of him while gripping onto the gun. Wait, the bags, were they used to carry evidence? If so, where are the other two evidence since there's 4 bags? That's a good observation, Wingsong. I guess that does seem kind of strange, huh? I mean, why would Mr. Faraday know how to fire a gun? It's not exactly rocket science, even I know how to pull a trigger. Though I doubt I'll ever need to use one. I hope I never have to fire a gun either, pal. But it sure does look cool to hold a gun in your hands. It appears that the police's screening procedures need a thorough review. I 1000% agree! Anyway, I should jot down some notes about the handgun in Mr. Faraday's hand. That line aged well. Yeah, really. Now, bloody bag. Why are there plastic bags scattered all around? Foreshadows. Those bags are for keeping evidence safe, pal. G-Shap, how are you doing? Welcome on in. I'm doing well. How about you? I know that much, Detective. You sure are good at this stuff, aren't you, pal? Normally, I'd be happy when someone compliments me, but when it's this guy... Anyway, could these plastic bags be evidence of a fight between the two men? We're playing Ace Attorney Investigations, Prosecutor Boy. I don't think we have enough logic yet. Let's check around the rest of the room. Oh, hello. There's some stuff in the bag, pal. I suppose this was Mr. Faraday's bag. It's probably the trial evidence I was supposed to collect from him. This is the evidence? Ah, I better not touch it. I'll leave prints on it. Can you just not pay attention to anything you do? Thought we could use that. Never mind. Oh. There are some plastic bags stacked up on the table. There's a tea set too, but there doesn't seem to be any sign of a disturbance. Welcome back, Diva! We're playing Ace Attorney Investigations Prosecutor Boy! Scala Grim! Thank you for the Tier 2 resub for 7 whole months! Scala, thank you so much! I appreciate that. Thank you for that resub at Tier 2. Are you absolutely sure you want to stay at Tier 2? I'm gonna be like Diva. Are you sure? Tier 2? Are you sure? I appreciate it nonetheless, Scalagrim. Thank you. And yes, Diva, once again, I am 1000% sure I will stay at Tier 2 for you. How do Diva Pandwich? No. Well, actually, hold on. Maybe, Diva Pandwich. Diva Panini. Diva Pandwich. I blame all of you. I knew it! I plan on staying a 2 for as long as I can afford it. Scalagrim, thank you. Sorry I'm late, work's got me doing 2 jobs at once. No problem, Scalagrim, welcome on in. Glad you're here, glad everybody's here. I like that there were like 40 million mods in chat. I know, right? I got a lot of mods. Dina Panda Nini. Diva Panda Nini. That actually sounds like we could make that. If we start a restaurant together, can we have one thing on the menu called a Diva Panda Nini? Please. This stream is now troll-proof. Oh, heck yeah. Yeah, the table's all neat and tidy. Maybe they were super quiet in their scuffle. How do you have a quiet fight? After all, I didn't hear anything from out in the hallway, you know? Maybe the plastic bags scattered on the floor are throwing us off. The window is open and there's a fresh flowery scent in the air. Ugh, the flowers in the garden down there are so gross and ghastly. Will, welcome on in, how are you doing? Do you think maybe you could try offering something useful for a change? Well, at least there's no way someone escaped through this window, pal. They wouldn't wake up and smell the flowers after a fall from the 3rd floor. Are you willfully ignoring the fact that there are also iron bars on the windows? The wild abandoned bar and grill serving the Diva Pandanini with a side order of fries in the fedora and for dessert diffused chocolate mousse. Oh my gosh, I love it, Xylanth! I'm passing that on. I'm passing that on to the wild abandoned mods. The other admins, I'm passing them on. I'm passing that on to. That is awesome, and it needs to be a thing. It needs to be a thing. Xylanth, you're a friggin' genius. I'll be the waitress. Hire me. Ford Fusion waitress. Firemancer, thank you for gifting a tier 1 sub to Xylanth. Xylanth, enjoy those emotes and welcome back. Diffuse pineapple pizza. Personally, I like chocolate mousse better, but I get where you're coming from, Blazewing. I get where you're coming from. Yeah, I guess there's that too. Either way, no one could get through these windows, right? They thought of everything when they were designing this courthouse. Very nice. Whoa! What is it, Detective Gumshoe? My TV at home is so tiny compared to this one, pal. Here's your bill and some fortune cookies. There it was. My summer job! How are you doing, my summer job? What's new? Welcome on in. We'll have to figure out food-related names for Jinda Wolf Dodger, Swizzle Sticks, Lumetric, Tristan. Am I forgetting anyone? Hopefully I'm not forgetting anyone. Jess, the dog's breakfast. That might be an easy one. Lance Charge. Zeph. Yep, can't forget Zeph. Gotta come up with something for Zeph too. Doing alright, how are you? I'm doing pretty good. I'm doing pretty good. Also, Suboops. Then perhaps you should purchase a more normal-sized television like this one. Oh, let me see here. Wow, this thing is huge! Food puns for what? Wild Abandoned Bar and Grill. Xylanth, if you'd like to repost what you said for my summer job. What? And way too noisy. You're the noisy one, Scruffy. Don't touch it. You'll get your fingerprints all over it. But I didn't touch it. What I said was the Wild Abandoned Bar and Grill serving the Diva Pandanini with a side order of fries in the fedora and for dessert, a diffuse chocolate mousse. I love it. It's so good. Forgot Evan's Soul Food. Yeah, we have to give food names to everybody now. Oh my gosh, Evan's Soul Food. That's so friggin' good. I love it. Everybody gets a food, an item on the menu. It'll be the biggest menu in history. That's our raid message. Preservation of the crime scene is the foundation of detective work. The foundation, huh? Sounds like something the rookie here needs to show up on. Your channel is wild. Perfect, just as I like it. Alright, are we missing anything here? Let's check logic real quick. Neat and tidy table, plastic bags strewn about. Plastic bags used to store evidence are strewn all over the floor. The tea set and plastic bags on top of the table are completely undisturbed. No human can climb through these barred windows. A scent of flower. So that means only the killer would have had, if there is a killer, which I'm guessing there is, otherwise there's no point to this. The killer would have had to go, there would have been only one way in and out. Is it Wild Abandon? Oh my gosh. I need some time to come up with food names for the rest, but I could probably come up with some at some point. If you come up with some for like Canadian Dragon or Blazewing. Let's see here. We got Fortune Cookie, so Ford's taken care of. Hush Buff Puppies. Oh, that's pretty good. I like that. Alright, let's see here. The Minced Vince. Oh, it's so good. It's so good. Help, I've been abandoned in the wild of Fries in the Fedoras channel. Made something in like 3 minutes, sending it to you on Telegram. Ooh. Unfortunately, I don't have Telegram installed on this computer, so I can't really show it off. Wait, what are we doing? Well, we're solving a crime and also making fun of everybody's usernames by adding them onto a fictional menu for a, the Wino Woofy. Whoa! Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. You guys are creative and I love it. That's okay, I'll post it on Twitter. Oh, okay, I'll look it on Twitter for sure. Canadian Dragon Fruit Smoothie. Let's see here. What are we looking for? We're not even focused on the crime anymore. We're just like, food names are fun. Poutine Dragon. The Majira Strawberry Punch. I'll go with that one. Let's see here. Probably neat and tidy plastic bags. Okay, so let's try that. Thankfully, we got all our life back, too. Yep, there it is. This is a very tidy pile of plastic bags on the table. Tag you on Twitter? So what is this wild abandoned thing I keep seeing everywhere? So it's a new stream, furry stream team, furry Twitch team. It's run by Diffuse Moose, or owned by Diffuse Moose, but it's run by myself, Diva Panda, Dodger, Lance Charge, Zephyus, Jinda Wolf, Tristan the Dinosaur, Lumetric, and Swizzle Sticks. I think I got everybody. Like trying to remember. Oh, and Jess the Dog's Breakfast. I always forget one at least. And if you're a streamer and you're in good standing and you stream like often, you can join the team. We unfortunately have the applications closed at the moment, but they will reopen down the line. Dog's lumberjack breakfast. Oh, you guys are so creative. I love this. I love this. Prosecutor boy. I love it, Fizzy J. Thank you. Thank you. Going to be heading over to Riders, but should hopefully be able to hop back on for later. Sounds good, Bandy. We still got a little bit of time, so it's all good. All right. Let's see here. Back to this nonsense over here. Don't chew on me. I'm not edible. And yet, a portion of them wound up scattered on the floor as well. It's not likely that the ones on the floor were knocked over during a struggle. In which case, might there not be another explanation as to how they got there? Another reason? I believe it's possible that the blood on the outside of the bag is related somehow. Oops. Thank you for the shout out, Fizzy J. I really appreciate that, my friend. Thank you so much. You're most definitely edible to vampires? Well, yeah, I guess so. I guess that is the truth.
Eek! Please get that blood away from me, pal!
Detective Gumshoe, whose blood is on the bag?
Hold on, let me ask the lab guy.
Hey, lab guy. My name is Bob.
I'm just gonna keep calling you lab guy. We're calling him prosecutor boy, so why not?
Alright, please hurry.
Wait till you get a load of this, pal. It's Mr. Faraday's. Oh, and the technician, the lab guy said they didn't find anything else on or in the bag either.
It would appear that this bag is a very important piece of evidence.
Okay, if you say so, I leave it in your hands, pal.
Okay, so it's Faraday's blood on there. Got it, but we're not done yet. We can ask Tyrell Bad some more stuff. That's Prosecutor Man, thank you very much. Nah, I think we're sticking with Prosecutor Boy. Detective Bad, do you have any thoughts on the case?
Faraday and Grell. Looks like they killed each other to me. Although, there are a few things that just don't seem right.
And what would they be?
Why don't you try thinking on your own first before you bother me, boy?
Well, now I've been downgraded to just boy? Is there anything else we can do here? Is he... Nope, he is stuck. Okay, so he is not helping us at all, so forget that. Okay. What else is there? Ace Attorney Investigations. Boy! There's more here. Okay, there's more here. There's nothing unusual about this area. Well, cool. Glad we solved that. Wait.
His hand is all black down. His hand is all black down here, see? I wonder what it could be.
If you look closely, this blotching pattern resembles an ink stain. Ink? Where did the ink come from?
An ink stain?
I won't harm the fox, not enough to matter. Anyways, but vampires get hungry. Yes, I usually get ink on my own hand when I use my feather pen.
A feather pen? I've never seen one before. Sure you aren't just making it up, pal?
Shia steamed buns? Shia steamed buns! The caribou cordon bleu or boo stew that tastes like shoes turned into poo. Who knew, did you? Indie al pad thai. It's interesting. It's interesting. It's good. It's good. But maybe something a little bit more snappy if you can. Keat Kat Sunday. Oh, that's brilliant. That's brilliant. I love you guys. You guys are so... This is why I like to come on stream, to hang out with you guys and get stuff like this happening. This is what I like. This is what I like. We're in the middle of a mystery here. We're in the middle of trying to solve something. Dark Fox is trying to take over my body, but that's okay. We're making up food names. I haven't applied for Wild Abandon yet, but PB and Hey Fizzy J. One day, Fizzy J. One day. Mr. Rel's cause of death was from being shot, correct?
That's what we think, but it's hard to tell with him lying face down.
Death is bad enough, but it's truly lamentable that someone would try to hide the truth.
Are you sure they were trying to hide something?
I can't confirm Mr. Rel's cause of death with his body positioned like that. Detective Bad, I'd like to examine the bodies in further detail if possible.
What's this? You're not able to form a theory with them the way they are?
I believe an examination of the bodies is vital to finding the perfect evidence, don't you? I know this isn't food, but indie alfalfa. In the middle of the investigation, they're dead bodies, Dark Fox looms somewhere, but food names though. I know, right? Brilliant. Brilliant.
I suppose you do have a point. Well, hurry up and get on with it.
Labby.
Yes, sir. We've taken enough photos of the scene, sir.
Sika, thank you for the host. I appreciate that.
And there you have it.
Do you not approve? What about a banana Lido split? Oh my goodness, Will. You guys are on fire tonight. You guys are on fire, and I love it. Banana Lido split. Oh, that's too good. That's too good. Ayala beer. I love it. You guys are on fire. I love this. Welcome back, Xander.
Of course not.
What?
Investigation of a crime scene is the work of a detective, so don't touch a thing. Hey, big fella, turn over the bodies for me, will you? Okay. Please forgive me, Mr. Faraday, sir. Gumshoe, do not get emotionally involved. Remember, you're a detective. Yes, sir. Understood, sir.
Welcome home, Xander. Oh, now what's this? Hello. Firecat, thank you for the 10 biddies. Appreciate that. This is interesting. Hello? There's something in his breast pocket. It's a fountain pen. Well, we know it caused the ink, but how did it get from his tan? Is it leaking? Interesting.
Hey, you know I always keep a pencil behind my ear.
It's because Detective Bad is always telling me. Oh,
it's because Detective Bad is always telling me you should always write your name on everything you own.
yes. Somehow you do strike me as quite a forgetful individual. So how did the pen's ink get from pen to his hand if it's in his pocket? His breast pocket. Very strange. Very strange. Shot in the chest.
It takes some guts to fire a gun in a courthouse. I mean, I've been a detective for a whole week and I still haven't fired a single round yet.
There aren't any burn marks on his clothes. That must mean...
Wait, burn marks?
A round grows very hot as it is discharged from a firearm. Therefore, burn marks are usually left when a shot is fired from point-blank range. Ergo, Mr. Rel must have been shot from at least a yard or two away. That's interesting. New Indie Alpaclem Chowder. Oh my gosh, Ford.
You sure do know a bunch of neat stuff for your age, pal.
Apparently, this detective has as much common knowledge as your everyday marsupial.
There's a knife wound in his chest here, see?
I wonder if the wound matches the knife Mr. Rel is holding.
Labby?
Yes, sir. Verifying now, sir.
Make it quick.
From the look of things, one would deduce that the knife Mr. Rel's holding is what killed Mr. Faraday. Let us now try to understand how the two men died. First, Mr. Faraday took the gun and the knife out from today's trial evidence. Then he aimed the gun at Mr. Rel and fired. However, Mr. Rel managed to grab the knife and counter Mr. Faraday while being shot. Then the two men fell together where they stood. That is my theory in any case. Fluffy Wuffy Waffles. Oh, that's lovely. Lukewarm Gaspacho Fox. Oh, you guys. Burger Paw Gaming. You guys are on a roll. You guys are on a heckin' roll.
What a crazy way to go.
Still, something about that explanation just doesn't seem right. Vince Meat Pie. I believe I now have a firmer grasp on what happened here. Do we have any logic? I'm gonna wait on that. Nope, Detective Bad is still not talking to us. That's gonna be a no. Steaming Doggo? The Limo Woofy is a non-alcoholic alternative to the Wino Woofy. Ice Screaming Doggo. Oh, that's brilliant. I love it. I love it. Okay, so we have everything? Let's double check we have everything. Okay, yes, we have everything from this. Ah, I see. Did you figure something out? Pineapple Pie Fox? Brilliant. This is a competition, Miles, and as such, I'd appreciate it if you didn't talk to me. As you wish. Okay, what have we not checked? Unless... Potato Ado Delato? Oh no. Fox and the Flapjacks? Carrot Cake Husky. Wait, that's a real person? It's true. I'm guessing fountain pen and pocket and ink stain? Please? Yes! That splotch on Mr. Faraday's hand. I wonder if it might be the ink from his fountain pen.
Oh, let's ask the lab guy.
Hey, lab guy! Detective Gumshoe, I confirm that the substance on Mr. Faraday's hand is the ink from his fountain pen.
I see. Good work. You know, I've always wanted to say that, even if it was just one time in my life.
If Mr. Faraday wrote with his fountain pen in his left hand, I think it's fair to assume he was left-handed. Whiskey Dingo Light. It appears that Mr. Faraday's pen is very important to our case as well.
Okay, if you say so, pal.
Okay, obtain fountain pen.
I guess there's not much left to investigate, huh? They really did kill each other.
No, we can't conclude that quite yet. There's still something I find very peculiar here. The theory that they simply killed one another is too simplistic in this case. In fact, there is actually a contradiction that shows there is another possibility. VB wheat bread?
No way, pal! Really?
I suppose I will just have to show you the conflict in this crime scene. I won't rest until I've inspected every suspicious-looking nook and cranny. The contradiction is... Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Remarks about the bodies. Faraday died. Rel died of bullet. There's no gunpowder. Didn't they say he was... Oh. Oh. Okay, alright. Fountain pen used by the left-handed Faraday looks like it was a quality nib. Wait, what hand? This is right hand. That is his right hand. So that would mean... Now we come face to face with the contradiction I spoke of, and it is this. Mr. Faraday used his left hand to write with his fountain pen. Ergo, he is left-handed. And yet, the handgun is in his right hand. Whoops! Looks like somebody made a boo-boo! Don't you find it odd that the left-handed Mr. Faraday would hold the gun in his right hand? That, lady and gentlemen, is the great contradiction haunting this crime scene. Hey, you're right, pal. That does seem kinda strange. But how could something like that happen? The facts add up to one conclusion and one alone. Someone else put the gun in Mr. Faraday's hand after he died. Someone else? Plastic bags scattered on the floor and a gun in the wrong hand. Jar Werewolf, you only get to choose a voice when there is a character on screen that is new, and I say, hey, I need a voice. So conserve your points for now. As for Louisark, Hell Hydrate, yes, I do have water. Thank you for reminding me. I sense the presence of a shadowy figure behind this case. A person of vile intent who is serious about keeping the truth from us. Majira Strawberry Shortcake? That's a good one. Alright.
Here's the autopsy report.
It is probable that Mr. L survived for a short time after he was shot. However, Mr. Faraday died instantaneously from his stabbing. Interesting. Wait. Wait a minute. Wait. So, that does make sense, but wouldn't that have meant Rel would have been on top of Faraday? Because he's probably staggering a bit. What about Lamfin grilled sandwich? That's pretty good. It looks like we now know everything we need to know about this case. Are you sure we know everything? Of course! The incident began with Mr. Faraday attempting to get his revenge. The prosecutor went into a rage from being accused and tried to kill the defendant. But the defendant fought back and they ended up killing each other. But no, that's not what happened. It's all very clear and simple. There is absolutely no margin for doubt. Do you really believe that to be the truth? Ha! Are you saying that just because I figured out the truth before you, that you don't want to believe it's true? It's alright. If you disagree with my argument, then prove me wrong. Well, if there are any contradictions to be found, that is. Don't worry, I will. Alright. Let's pick this apart. Mr. Faraday's death was instantaneous, while Mr. Rel survived for a short time. From this, it is obvious that Mr. Faraday died after he shot Mr. Rel. And Mr. Rel, while on the brink of death, stole Mr. Faraday's knife and stabbed him. Those are the facts of this case. Well then, Rel still would have fallen on top of Faraday, not the other way around. They killed each other with the kill each other at the same time-inator. I've got to run. Okay, Blazewing, have a good one. Someone needs help setting up a Pathfinder character. Ooh, have fun. Mr. Faraday's death was instantaneous, therefore he must have attacked first. Proving that logic to be false is probably the fastest way to show her that she's wrong. In that case, I should first look for any holes in her theory. We already got a hole! Alright, instantaneous, yep, that's fine. From this it's obvious that Mr. Faraday died after he shot. Okay, we'll start pressing here. Mr. Faraday shot Mr. Rell before he died? Do you have any basis for that statement? Your foolishness has no end, does it? Now, I hate to repeat myself, however, Mr. Faraday died instantaneously. That's all the basis I need. Alright, so if Mr. Faraday died instantaneously, then he must have attacked Mr. Rell before being stabbed. You're finally beginning to catch on, I see. And Mr. Rell, while on the brink of death, stole Mr. Faraday's knife and stabbed him. So you believe that the dying Mr. Rell stole the knife from Mr. Faraday? Mr. Rell became desperate as he did not want to die. Human beings can do amazing things when they are put to the test. So the two men struggled. And in the end, Mr. Rell was able to grab the knife and stab Mr. Faraday. The messy condition of this room is a testament to their struggle. Yes, my logic is perfectly sound. Can you really say that it's perfect? What are you insinuating? Nothing. However, I can't let you said slide by without further inquiry. One must be clear and precise, so if you could append that statement to your testimony. Silverfang, how you doing? Dig a hole in the couch, and I take my leave. Silverfang. I didn't dig a hole in a couch. Fine. They struggled, and Mr. Rell used the last of his strength to counterattack Mr. Faraday. One more press. About this statement. Mr. Rell used all of his remaining strength to take the knife and defend himself. One can easily see that they had a violent struggle. Of course, it's nothing compared to what my riding crop can do. How does one compare the damage your crop can do to the state of this room? Furthermore, all the plastic bags on the floor in this room were scattered here due to the fight. Is there anything else that I can explain for you? No, that will be fine. They struggled and Mr. Rell used the last of his strength. I think this is where we gotta present something here. One of the bags strewn on the floor. Notes pertaining. Let's check the notes one more time. Page 1432. Marks about the bodies. Faraday died of the knife stab of the chest. The shock from the stabbing caused instantaneous death. Rell died of a bullet wound to the chest. There is no gunpowder burn in his clothes, suggesting he was shot from a few yards away. It's possible he was alive for a little while after being shot. Again, how is he on the bottom then? If Faraday died instantly, he would have fallen first. So how is Rell on the bottom? Xanda, thank you for the look. Appreciate it. What else is there? The counter attack. I think it's this one.
Objection!
Nope, it wasn't that one. Cool, got it wrong. May struggle and Mr. Rell used the last of his strength to counterattack Mr. Faraday. Oh, go get your noms, Diva! The last of his strength to counterattack Mr. Faraday. Don't need that. Is it Diva Panda Express? There's something else we're missing. I don't think it's very hard to figure out what's here. Is it the bag? Is it the bag, I wonder?
Objection!
It was not the bag either. Cool. Heck. Great. Oh, off to a great start. but I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get it. Actually, I am forgetting one thing. I am forgetting one thing. Was in the hall on guard duty. Other than gunshot, didn't hear a sign of struggle. There it is.
Objection!
If the two men were fighting, their struggle would have surely caused quite a bit of noise. However, Detective Gumshoe testified that he heard absolutely nothing. Ha! You place too much faith in that detective's testimony, you know. But for the sake of argument, let's say there wasn't a fight. How then did Mr. Rell get his hands on the knife? Mr. Faraday's bag was sitting right here in lobby number 2. It is not hard to imagine that perhaps Mr. Rell saw a chance and took it out at some point. So, what you're saying is... this. Liquid Vision! Congratulate me, I will be turning 20 this Monday. Hey! Happy early birthday. I love eating food. Food is good. Aw, thank you for the hug, Hammerman. Mr. Rell took a chance when he saw the opportunity and took the knife from the bag. And then Mr. Faraday shot Mr. Rell after being stabbed. Isn't there something strange in Francisca's statement just now? Yeah, something's off. Wait, something doesn't add up. Oh, really? It's simply not possible for Mr. Faraday to have shot Mr. Rell after being stabbed, because he died first!
Take that!
According to the coroner's report, Mr. Faraday died instantaneously. Meaning that he died immediately upon being stabbed by the knife. Ergo, he could not possibly have fired the gun after that. Oh, you got me! But of course. Well then, if the report is correct, then there is only one correct explanation. If we suppose that Mr. Rell attacked first, then Mr. Faraday, who died instantaneously, would have been unable to kill Mr. Rell. Therefore, Mr. Rell must have stabbed Mr. Faraday after he was shot. Then they both died. That is the only explanation that makes logical sense. Oof! I've been pounced. Negating your opponent's ideas in order to prove your own theory. I see you've been studying, Francisca. I just wanted to explain it to you as simply as possible. Before you foolishly propose a foolish theory that only a foolish fool like you could. How naive of you to believe that only your opinions are valid, and still expect to discover the truth that the crime scene offers you. Francisca, you've still got a ways to go. What are you talking about? Are you saying there's a flaw in my logic? Mr. Faraday died instantly, and the fact that he did is what gives rise to the contradiction in this scene. The contradiction here in this crime scene is the order the bodies fell. Let me get this straight. What you are arguing is this. Mr. Faraday took the gun from his evidence bag and shot Mr. Rell. Then, the wounded Mr. Rell found an opportunity to take the knife and strike back. Upon being stabbed, Mr. Faraday died on the spot and Mr. Rell died thereafter. If that's the case, then how do you explain this? Take a good look at the order in which the bodies are piled. How do sandwich? No! Mr. Faraday's body is lying on top of Mr. Rell's. Therefore, Mr. Rell must have died before Mr. Faraday. Nothing explains me. Ford, I believe it. Impossible! Yes, I agree that it seems strange no matter what angle you approach it from. Which means that the real mystery behind this crime scene, that must... No! Not so fast, Miles Edgeworth! What now? I simply think that you ought to think a bit more outside the box. And that it's even clearer now that this incident started with Mr. Faraday's murderous intent. She sure bounced back quickly. An explanation won't be enough this time. Super Sahama coming in with a tier 1 resub for 6 months. Boops your snoot. Oops. I didn't sub, but hey, the shared message is here, so probably missed my opportunity anyway. Love you, Fox. Oh, much love right back to you, Super Sama. Thank you, Luca Fox, for giving a shout out to Super Sama. And thank you, Super Sama, for that tier 1. I appreciate it. It's going to take some very decisive evidence to prove her wrong. Here we go again. It was just chance that Mr. Faraday's body fell on top of Mr. Rel's. Was it, though? The two bodies fell into a pile. Oops. Which indicates that they attacked each other at the same time. It really doesn't matter in the slightest that they fell in the opposite order. Super Saham and cheese, love it. I just know that Franziska's explanation isn't absolutely correct. All I have to do is find a hole in her logic. Once I do, I can then present her with the evidence that proves the contradiction. Rebuttal! Heh, his butt in the name. It's just chance. The two bodies fell into a pile, which indicates that they attacked each other at the same time.
Hold it!
Rebuttal? Oh gosh. What do you mean by they attacked each other at the same time? Ford! Who is this Ford you keep talking about? I assume Mr. Faraday had the two different weapons in his hands. He made to attack Mr. Rell while holding both the knife and revolver. And then, after Mr. Faraday fired the gun, Mr. Rell grabbed the knife as he was falling and stabbed Mr. Faraday. That is how Mr. L wound up on the bottom with Mr. Faraday on top. At close range, that is more than possible. Oh, I already see your contradiction. Yes, it's possible, but... Well, if you have any other ideas, then show me what you've got. Oh, I will. And to that extent, I'd like for you to append what you just said to your testimony. I don't see any point to that, but as you please. I solved it with my mystery solvinator. Bullet that killed Rell was fired from a few yards away.
Objection!
Oops. Sorry, Franziska, but not this time. So you believe they killed each other at close range? Sorry, but that's impossible. Just as it is written in the crime scene notes. Aw, I think you better have pets. The firing of the handgun did not leave a gunpowder burn on Mr. Rell's clothes. Therefore, Mr. Rell and the gun must have been separated by a distance of at least 2 or 3 yards. Aw, thank you for the hug, my summer job. Ah! Yes, this is by far the biggest contradiction. The two bodies are piled up on each other, yet the gun was fired from a distance. And with there being no chance that Mr. Rell moved that far after being shot. Thank you for the hug too, Firemancer. That leaves only one possible explanation. What's a completely foolish line of foolish thought from a thoroughly foolish fool? Fool? If I'm not right, then who was it that made the first move with the intent to kill, huh? Who? The person that attacked first with murderous intent, that would be... neither man. Here in this room, contradictions appear no matter which man we claim attacked first. Aw, thank you for the ear squidges. Thus, there can only be one explanation. There was a third person here. It was that third person who killed both Mr. Faraday and Mr. Rell, and set their bodies up to make it look like a double murder. Thank you for the hug, Will. That third person is the real culprit. Miles Edgeworth, there's just one thing you're missing. Evidence, correct? Exactly. Everything you've said up until now is nothing but the story played out in your head. Aw, thank you for the pets, Foxy, and the pizza. I got pizza waiting for me. And the hugs. Oh my goodness, so much love. So much love. However, this is where the real test begins. Can you prove that there was a third person involved in this crime? Of course. If a third person was truly here, the fact would resolve this glaring contradiction. The proof that this has all been a setup, made to look like they killed each other. Thonking ensue! I'll present it and lay bare the final piece of the puzzle that's not yet in place. What is the piece of evidence that proves there is a third person involved? Everyone in chat, what's the evidence? What here do we have proves that... No, Ford, it's not you. You're not the third. Oh gosh, I'm not sure. I'm not a prosecutor, boy. Yes. Yes! Come on! The evidence is Ford's puns. Right, let's go with that. No, I believe... I believe it's the pen. I believe it's the pen. I'm gonna double check. But I think it's the pen. Ford was the murderer. It was Colonel Ford Fusion Mustard in the observatory with the candlestick. I think it was the pen.
Take that!
It was not the pen. I didn't. Well, it was not the pen. Cool. I thought it was the pen because it was in the wrong hand. Never mind. What proves there's a third person involved? What proves there's a third person involved? One more time. 4 p.m. discovered immediately after a gunshot was heard. Bodies. You know what they say though, Fox? The pen is mightier than the sword. That's true. That's true. Faraday died of a knife stab in the chest. Shocked. Rel died of a bullet wound. Yep. The bodies were stacked? Maybe. It's either the gun? Try the pen again? Maybe it'll change. Wait, no, it makes sense. It's the gun. Because it was in the wrong hand. I am thinking clearly. The gun in Mr. Faraday's hand and the plastic bag with his blood on it. These two items point to the presence of a third person. How so? Recall Detective Gumshoe's testimony. I was in the hallway the whole time, but I didn't hear a single peep of a struggle. If there wasn't a struggle in this room, then there shouldn't be any plastic bags on the ground. Meaning that someone else must have deliberately scattered them around. Do you not see the possibility in this? Disregarding the gun for the moment. There's a high probability of blood splatter when a knife is used on a person. If the culprit held the knife with a plastic bag around it, they could use the bag to catch any blood splatter from when they withdrew the knife. Then, by spreading a few more plastic bags around, mixing the bloody one in with them, and arranging the room to make it look like there was a struggle between the two, they were able to conceal their presence. Ford! Ah! Ford! Yeah, I was about to say, Ford just over there like, sip, yes.
Yeah, looks like we've still got a long way to go in this investigation.
Yes.
Objection!
What? Uh-oh. What the heck's up with you, pal? Mr. Bad, I advise you to place Detective Gumshoe under arrest. What?
What's the meaning of this?
Huh. Looks like you're not man enough to discipline your own subordinates.
Don't you dare!
That detective claims he was there standing in front of the door the entire time. But I have it on good authority that it was all a giant lie. Miss Yu, I ask that you please explain that last statement. I'll let His Honor explain it himself.
I saw it with my own eyes, I tell you. During the recess, there was a period of time when there was no one in the hallway.
What? See, Mr. Bad. So I ask you, why would a detective who was supposedly doing his job the whole time want to fabricate such a lie?
Gumshoe, did you kill Mr. Faraday?
No! Of course not, sir!
It would appear that the one who set the whole crime scene up is that detective, which basically renders his testimony a complete lie and wholly invalid. It looks like your perfect logic has just come tumbling down, Miles.
I was in the hallway the whole time, but I didn't hear a single peep of a struggle. Was that statement really a lie?
Detective Gumshoe, you're now a suspect in the murder of 2 men.
Safe travels, Scala!
Now, spit out the truth, or so help me.
I haven't lied to anyone, sir. Honest. I really was really there. I was in the hallway the whole time.
Hold it!
Detective Bad, I ask that you please do not act without my permission. After all, I am the one that is heading up this investigation, am I not?
Don't talk like you know what's going on, boy.
All I want is for this investigation to run perfectly.
Perfection is the only wish of a disciple of Von Karma, after all.
Therefore, before you take Detective Gumshoe into custody, I'd like to set the record straight on something.
And what's that?
What should I ask Detective Gumshoe about? Alright, chat, what should we ask the detective about? The motive for his murder, for the murders, why he wasn't in the hallway, or the state of the hallway? I think it's pretty obvious. I think it's pretty obvious what we should ask. You think the state of the hallway? Okay, I'll go with what you guys say. State of the hallway. Detective Gumshoe, I take it that no one else was in that hallway at any time, correct?
Huh? Oh, of course not, pal.
You're being awfully defensive. Might you be hiding something from me?
Watch your mouth, pal. You can't go around saying stuff like that about me without any evidence.
I suppose you're right. I have no evidence at this point.
Miles Edgeworth, how can you be losing a battle of wits with this detective? You're a disgrace.
Maybe I should ask about something else. Well, I think second place got motive, so there we go, motive! I suppose the one thing I'd like clarified is Detective Gumshoe's motive for committing this crime.
Motive, huh? Gumshoe, you got a grudge against Faraday or anything?
No, sir, not me. Not a single bad thing against Mr. Faraday, sir.
Is that a fact?
You really have a problem with lying, don't you, Detective Gumshoe? I'm telling you, I am not lying!
The more unnatural you act, the more suspicious you become, you know.
If you want a motive, Edgeworth, I have one for you right here. Could you please share it with us? However, be forewarned that I won't hesitate to object to flights of fancy, because all I'm interested in is the perfect explanation. You're serious, aren't you? Fine. You amuse me, so I'll humor you with a little courtroom practice. Alright, you, what you got? It was about a week ago. I saw the detective get chewed out by a livid Faraday in front of the precinct. He stood there super pale as Mr. Faraday yelled, "That's a salary cut for you, you nitwit." A brand new detective suddenly getting a salary cut. That's reason enough for a grudge. Hi, Diva. Well, how's that for the perfect explanation? You totally misunderstand me, pal. No matter how mad I get, I could never hold a grudge.
Quiet. We can't trust anything you say.
Sir. There's nothing wrong with the motive she proposed, per se. But there are some gaps in her logic that need to be filled in. Miss Yu's perfect explanation may not be so perfect after all. But what's not perfect about it? That's what I want to know. It's about a week ago. Saw the detective get chewed out by a livid Faraday in front of the precinct. Super pale as Mr. Faraday yelled, "That's a salary cut for you, you nitwit." You just stood there watching this unfold in front of you. Yeah, I have to say it was really enjoyable too. But that's why when I saw Detective Gumshoe earlier, I knew to steer clear of him. No way. I thought it was because I had something stuck on my face. But you do. Huh? What have I got stuck on my face? Let's start with your eyes, nose, mouth. Oh, and those ridiculous eyebrows. Huh? Oh man, messing with your head is just too much fun. Miss Yu, if you don't mind, I'd like to return to your testimony now. Sure, why not? A brand new detective suddenly getting a salary cut, that's reason enough for a grudge.
Hold it!
Edgeworth is more like an anti-hero, but he's got like a Sherlock Holmes kind of complex going on. Sounds like me. Maybe this is the gender-bent version of Ford Fusion Husky. To cut a new detective's salary right off the bat like that. I'm not really familiar with the way you guys relate, but is that common practice? Speaking of cutting my salary, didn't you threaten to do that to me earlier too? I suppose I did. It's only natural to cut a worthless detective's salary down to their actual worth. My father can even fire anyone, new or old, with a snap of his finger. Do you think maybe that's reason enough for detectives to hate you people?
Well, I guess. They really shouldn't cut people's pay.
Detective Bad, don't tell me Mr. Von Karma cut your salary earlier. Keep pressing. I'm not seeing anything yet. You call your explanation perfect? Is it not to your liking? Unfortunately for you, it's just not up to my standards. Oh, is there something you want me to clarify in that case? Should raise an objection. Oh yeah, we're raising an objection, alright. Alright, if you could clear this one thing up for me. Oh. Motive for killing Mr. Rell. I understand Detective Gumshoe's potential motive for killing Mr. Faraday. However, what about his motive for killing Mr. Rell? His motive for killing Rell? Like I would know. If there was no clear motive for both of the murders, then I doubt this incident would have occurred, wouldn't you agree? Whoops! Is there anyone else who might have had a grudge against either of the two men? Or should we look into that ourselves? Oh, in that case, I have absolutely no idea. What? But that's impossible. She must know something. Have a good one, Furry Cures. Wait. Can you please not glare at me like that? It makes me laugh. You didn't even do anything and you're already laughing away. Well, anyway, the way I see it is, as long as he had a motive to kill one of the two, this crime would have played out the way it did anyway. Oh? Would you care to explain your logic? And this time, please try to provide a truly perfect explanation. Perfect this, perfect that. Stop being so tight, or is this a requisite trait for being a Von Karma?
Miles Edgewood, I demand that you shut this rude woman up!
I wish you'd both be quiet for just 1 second. Oh well, I guess I'll just have to explain it to you kids. Wow, we literally went from one to the other. There's no one out there with a motive to kill both Mr. Faraday and Mr. Rel. Her body is the width of Edgeworth's arm. All you really have to establish is that someone had a grudge against one of the two men. Mr. Rel, who happened to be there, became a witness to Mr. Faraday's murder. Therefore, he was killed out of necessity and set up to look like they killed each other. I wonder if that's really true. Is there no one out there with a grudge against both men? I should take another hard look at the evidence for this morning's case. The second KG8 incident, as people are calling it, involving an embassy staff member, and the two men who both wound up as suspects in the case. Is there someone else I'm overlooking who is somehow related to them? Maybe somebody by the name of Manny Cochin?
Have a good one, Aflaeus. Take it easy.
Hold it!
So there's no one else who might have a grudge against both Mr. Faraday and Mr. Rel. I suppose no one is a bit of a stretch, but I'm pretty sure no one like that was there in this courthouse today. She's lying through her teeth. We just saw someone like that here earlier. Besides, you don't need to prove that the killer had a grudge against both men. Cochin was here, though. We have to find some way to connect that. All you really have to establish is that someone had a grudge against one of the two men. Let's press that one real quick. Someone with a grudge against one of the men. In that case, aren't there plenty of other people who fit the bill? Sure. After all, who doesn't garner scorn from another simply by being alive? But the only one who held a grudge against and acted upon it by killing was Detective Gumshoe. Furthermore... Okay, I already see what we're gonna do. I see the plan here. Let's drop this.
Objection!
Miss Yu, I believe there's someone you overlooked in making your statement. Or rather, is it because you'd rather not bring this person up? What do you mean? We are looking for someone with a reason to kill both Mr. Faraday and Mr. Rel. Polar Blaze, thank you for the lurk! I can think of at least one person that fits the bill. He was the suspect in the original KG8 incident, and a member of the Qaddafian embassy staff, Mr. Manny Cochin. That's right, the very man who came to visit you earlier out in the hallway. The man who killed a member of the Qaddafian embassy staff, Mr. Rel, and the man who was the lead prosecutor of the KG8 incident, Mr. Faraday. Are you telling me that Mr. Cochin has no reason at all to kill both of these men? Well, I suppose he might have a reason or two. You covered for me, pal! Maybe you're not such a bad guy after all. Don't get ahead of yourself. You're still a suspect, make no mistake about that. The perfect evidence, the perfect testimony. These are the only things I wish to hold. But I didn't do it! You will stay under my authority and go investigate Mr. Manny Cochin for me. And remember, I will not be very forgiving should any of this leak out.
You want to investigate Cochin? You'd just be wasting your time.
And why is that? Cochin,
Koshin was up in the viewing gallery, watching the trial, or so I was told. Every cop in this place has been keeping an eye on the guy since he arrived.
Uh-oh, did my face rig break? Uh-oh. My face rig just broke. Oh, no! Hold on, I'll fix it. Face rig break. Relaunching face rig. Rip face rig indeed. Rip face rig. I'll fix it. No worries. Coming back up. Here we go. There we go. Okay, fixed it. Oops.
Then the only real suspect we have is still Detective Gumshoe.
Suppose so.
No way, come on, Detective Bad, you've gotta believe me, sir. I really was in that hallway the whole time, sir. I never took a single step into this room, sir.
Okay then are you saying there was someone else who passed through the hallway?
No, there was no one else, sir.
Then why should I believe you didn't do it?
That is one incredibly foolish detective. Standing right in front of a crime scene all by himself. It's as good as a confession of guilt.
I have to admit, it's a bit strange. Most criminals would fabricate some sort of lie to escape their crimes. And if that detective really wanted to prove that he is innocent, you'd think he would at the very least offer up "I spaced out while on duty" or the like.
Come on, Gumshoe, time for your interrogation.
Detective Bad! Well, clearly Detective Gumshoe didn't do it, but how did somebody get in this room then?
Miles Edgeworth, I will go on ahead and report this to Papa.
And that, as they say, is that, right, everyone? Ho, ho, ho. I'm Santa Claus.
Well, I suppose we should both be getting back to our real jobs now, huh? Before we do, Miss Yu, there is something I'd like to speak with you about. What is it? So, what did you want to ask me about? KG8 incident. Well, the window is wide open, so I'd go with that, but it has bars on it, so yeah, they're not getting out through the bars. Plus, it's on the 3rd story. That's a no-go right there. The current case of the murdered Kadapian embassy staff member. I've heard that people have begun calling it the 2nd KG8 incident. Only among you law enforcement types. And what about it? I'd like for you to tell me everything you know about the original KG8 incident. I'm afraid I can't help you. I don't know anything about anything beyond what was reported in the papers. No, I believe you know much more, since you were directly tied to the KG8 incident. I'd appreciate it if you'd stop with the false accusations. Baseless outbursts are useless both inside and outside the courtroom, don't you know? I do. But I also know that I do have a leg to stand on here. Think you can stop making that ultra-serious face in front of me? Ugh. If you could please stop laughing for just 1 second. I'm not going to make any headway like this. I'm going to just have to show her exactly how related to the KG8 incident she is. Oh, we got that. Can the bars be taken off? Probably not. I mean, you need like a something to weld them off, you know, like a torch or something. This please. Miss Yu, I believe that I have proof of your connection to the KG8 incident. That file is your proof? Very well then. Why don't you tell me exactly how I'm related to the KG8 incident? Through the victim, CCU. Your connection to the KG8 incident is through the victim. The victim's name is CCU. You will note that she has the same last name as you. Can you really still tell me with a straight face that you are not related to this case? Sorry, but we're not related. Oh, that's BS. That's BS. What? Just kidding. I hate you. You asked that question with such a serious look on your face that I couldn't help but... Miss Yu, I ask that you please tell me the truth. Ahem. Alright, I'll tell you everything I know. As you guessed, the one who reported the smuggling activities of the Amano group was my sister, CCU, as I thought. And she was killed right before she was to testify at the impending trial by Manny Kochin. But because he was tried once and was acquitted, he gets to live out the rest of his cushy life completely carefree. All because of a lack of evidence. No, I heard that the evidence to convict him did exist. What? I heard it from Mr. Faraday himself after Mr. Kochin's trial was over. Apparently a man in black made off with the most important piece of evidence. Then the evidence had been tampered with? Isn't it just like a criminal to do something like that? The smuggling ring being run out of the Amano group by one of its secretaries. They bailed Mr. Kochin out. Turns out they were in league with each other all along. How big was that smuggling ring? Was it a large operation? I don't really know. Which is why I wanted to become the lead defense on this case that people are calling the second KG-8 incident. But I haven't learned anything new at all. I was probably expecting too much, I know. You mean you think this case has nothing to do with the smuggling ring? I don't know what to think. This is a tangled web to be sure. I see you. Why did Mr. Kochin want to meet with you earlier? Actually, he came to watch the trial. Apparently, he only found out that I was the defense lawyer on this case after he'd arrived. He figured he should say hi, and one other thing. Looks like you couldn't resolve anything this time either. Too bad. What's that supposed to mean? Oh boy, stop it with the scary face already. I'm fine, really. I gave him a good slap across the face. The way she talks about slapping him as she laughs away is kind of creepy. But it's just as Mr. Bad said. He's not related to the double murder. I asked around and people in the gallery claim that he was in the seat the entire time. Talk about cruel fate. Well, this is about all I know. Sorry. Guess I wasn't much help, huh? That's not true. I'm sorry I made you recall such a painful time in your life. Edgeworth, you really are too serious for your own good. You really need to learn to relax. We wouldn't want you to die of stress, would we? Quail, how you doing? Thank you for the advice, but there's no need to worry. I work in my own way, and I will catch this criminal in my own way as well. You'll see. Look at you with your game face on, ready to go. I'm making no such face. Did you know, laughter is the best medicine, Edgeworth? Don't you get tired of making such a serious face all the time? I'm charged with making sure that all the criminals of this world are found guilty. I have no need for laughter. There you go, making that face again. Oh well. I've got to get going. I still have a few loose ends I need to tie up. The KG-8 incident and this murder investigation. It is my belief that these two cases are related to each other somehow. Plus that detective, Detective Gumshoe. It's obvious he's lying, even though the lie is hurting his chances. Clearly, this case is far from over. But whether or not that detective is the murderer can only be determined once I've completed my perfect investigation. Mr. Von Karma, I swear to uphold your honorable name, or my name isn't Miles Edgeworth. And we shall cliffhanger it there. There we go. Cliffhanger achieved. Hooray. Oh, hold on. Excuse me while I stretch. All right, we will cliffhanger it there for tonight, my friends. Whew. Ford Edgeworth. Gosh. Ford, you're really stretching. Or my name isn't Prosecutor Boy. I mean Miles Edgeworth. Can that be the raid message? I will solve this crime, or my name isn't Prosecutor Boy. I mean Miles Edgeworth, whatever. Edge Boy. Fizzy J, you gotta stop over more often. Oh my goodness. Alright. My friends, I am so sorry we didn't get to Jackbox tonight. I am gonna make that up to you guys on Sunday, because I can guarantee the game on Sunday that I'm going to be playing with Diva Panda, Lance Charge, and guest starring Axo Emil will not be as long as this. So, we will reserve our Jackbox games for Sunday, and that is when we will play. Bandolito, if you're still here, I am so sorry. I know you wanted to join. Bandy, if you want to join on Sunday, we can do that as well. I think Bandolito also might be at Riders now. I'm not sure. But yes. Okay. Makes sense too. It's 11 p.m. here, so, and I haven't had dinner, so, you know, I'm guessing Darkness Unspeakable Sorrow is to follow on Sunday. I'll let you find out. All right. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna jump over to boop. Okay. Let's get some music on for you guys while we roll out here. Let's get some music going for you guys. This was good music, so we'll use this music again. 1, 2, 3, go! All right, my friends. Thank you so much for being here tonight, guys. This was a heck ton of fun. I'm glad you guys could stick around for all the chaos. Thank you for streaming things. You're welcome, Diva. All right. So what we're going to do now is if you guys could stick around for the raid, I would really appreciate that as well. I'm going to go over the Wall of Love, and then we will work on that raid message. Let's see here. I want to thank Delta Husky for the raid of 1. Looks like Delta raided, and I didn't see it. Sorry about that, Delta. I hate when that does that. Super Sahama, thank you for the Tier 1 resub for 6 months. Coel, thank you for that last second host. Firecat for the 10 biddies. Fireman for the Tier 1 sub to Xylant. Skylargrim for the gift for the Tier 2 resub for 7 months. Rocco the Husky for the follow. Celeste Snow, thank you for the follow. Diva Panda with a heckin' rate of 62. Diva, thank you so much. I really appreciate that raid. Let's see here. Firecat, thank you for 10 biddies again. Foxy 10 biddies. Maximilian the Wagon for 10 biddies. Firemancer 5 gifted Tier 1 subs. Tuvan Luyao, I think that's how you pronounce that. If I got that wrong, please correct me. Thank you for the follow. Happy Oof. No O. Just Whoop. Oof. Thank you for the follow. Beta Ada Delota, thank you for the gifted Tier 1 subs. 5 gifted Tier 1 subs. Fox Blazing, thank you for the rate of 24. Offline follows from Binding of Blue O. Cypher A 1985. Just 004 QC. And that about does it. Alright, looks like you guys already got the raid message going, so that's good. So let's go find somebody to raid. Let's go find someone to raid, shall we? Let's see who we can go say hi to tonight. Okay, I've been meaning to raid Duffluff. I have been meaning to raid Duff, so let's go do that. My pleasure, Xander. Thank you guys for being here tonight. You really made this awesome. This was a lot of fun. This was so much fun. Alright, let's go say hi to Duffluff tonight. Alright, spam that message when you get to Duff's chat, /me to make it the color of your name.
Saboops.
If you don't have my emotes, that's okay. You can just copy the message or use other emotes. Works one way or another. All right, fam. As I said, I'll be back on Sunday with special guests Diva Panda, Axo Emil, and the Lance Charge. I'll give you a little hint of what we're gonna do. We're going demon hunting, and the demon that we're hunting is named Karen. I am not kidding at all. So as always, guys, thank you for being here. Thank you for the love. Thank you for the support. Thank you for giving me the chance to entertain you. I hope you guys had a lot of fun tonight. As always, keep being awesome. Keep being you. I love you guys so much. Thank you for everything. Until next time, bye!